Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
I don't even want to start. It hasn't sent it to me yet. I haven't gotten anything to tell me that we're online on YouTube. All I can see is Scrubs. Limo Talk. It's Graziadei. Solo for a little while tonight. I told all my troops to come in after 10 o'clock. Inns was supposed to be here for a little while, and I'm by myself with my puppet. To my right, bought up extraordinaire, not average extraordinaire, bought up extraordinaire, Richie Zarelli. Hello, Richard.
Hello, Graz.
How are you? We're in the O'Toole room.
Doing well.
Yeah, you all right?
Yeah.
How's that new job working out? Put the music on. We can talk over the music. I want to hear it.
Can you?
Yeah, who cares? Who cares?
Not sure that's allowed.
We'll be all right. They like us.
Doing very well. Liking it.
Yeah?
Very much.
I wish you all
great
the
place.
luck in the world.
Thank you.
And you deserve it. And I'm very happy for you. I really am.
Thank you.
I know you seem very excited.
I'm very excited about it.
Listen, I've already been told.
I am.
I've already been told by a couple of bosses that you staying with me. Are you staying with me?
Yes, of course.
All right, good.
Of course.
All right, good. That's
I won't be here on Christmas, though.
What? No, we're on December 5th. We're on December
Good segue.
12th and December 18th.
There you go.
And then we're off until the beginning of January. And then I've already gotten the okay from the bosses in the morning that we're doing a 24-hour marathon. Are you doing that with us? Are you going to?
Are you doing that again?
Yes. That's the problem here. I'm going to do it, and I don't think anybody else. Teresa Farrell wants to do it. She'll be our Hector for 2000. She'll be our Hector for 2020.
She
So that
was
means
there for most of the last one.
Yeah, I know, and I had a headache for about 5 days.
Yeah. It was rough.
Right?
Yeah.
I
don't know. Under my new conditions now, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know that I wouldn't want to do that to you. So maybe we'll bring in another board out for a 12 hours. See if D-Train would.
How about a little D-Train tag team?
Yeah, a little D-Train. I like that. No.
All right, take it easy.
All right.
Oh my
well,
God. Sorry, Thomas.
Load the music. Thomas is
a little
sitting there
weird
going,
for a second.
all right, it is me. All right, just relax. First thing is that the Mets are now being bought by Stephen Cohen, a hedge fund billionaire who has about net worth is $10 billion. Now I want Bobby. I got to tell Bobby this story when he comes in. But I'm sitting in the car when I hear all this, and I have to tell you, for about 15 minutes, I sat there and go, is this another Spano Islander fucking kid? Is this what's going to happen? Are the Mets, could it quite possibly get any worse? Could the hedge fund, here he is, thank God, Bobby Inzarello, in 41, walking into my left. There you go, Bobby. The hedge fund, he's a hedge fund guy, and he's already been convicted of. He's the guy that they do in Billionaire, I guess.
Yes.
Like a somewhat.
He's apparently like a billionaire's billionaire.
Yeah.
Kind of guy.
But I was sitting there going.
Not just a billionaire.
I'm sitting there going, I think that there's a good possibility that we're going to hear in about 2 years that this guy's broke. And the Mets.
Mets have to sell?
Yeah. And the Mets have to sell. And I swear to God.
Spoken like a true lifelong Mets fan.
I'm in the
That's exactly how I see it. I really do. I see this guy coming in, buying 80% of the team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He comes in, we're all freaking excited. We're thinking 2025, the Wilpons, we're going to have a fucking parade that they're gone.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And in the meantime, by 2022, this guy declares bankruptcy. All right?
They have no money. They have a $400 million payroll.
They find out he's like that guy Spano from the fucking Islanders, right? He's got nothing. It's all bullshit. It's all on paper somewhere.
It's all hedge fund.
Yeah, it's hedge fund bullshit.
It's bullshit.
And first of all, have you ever heard of him, Stephen Cohen?
Well, the funny part is Mike. Mike's getting Mike Francesa. Mad Dog Russo will be calling in a little while.
Back after this.
And Mike kept on taking phone calls from people, and he kept on saying the same thing. Well, it's real money. It's $10 billion. He's got a ton of money. He'll never get,
Because Mike knows.
Yeah, because Mike knows.
Right.
And I'm sitting there.
Listen, dog, he was over my house. We went and played around the golf, It's like, yeah, all right, Mike knows him.
And I'm sitting in the car going,
Is that what he's saying? He knows him?
no, Mike. But Mike says
He acts like he does.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there going, for 15 minutes, sitting in traffic going, as the Met fan, it could happen. I'm thinking of you. I'm going.
It's as real as a Francesa retirement. It's like when he says he's leaving, he's not leaving.
He's not.
He'll be back
But he's not.
I know. He's going to have a podcast.
He's got a half-an-hour podcast that's going to be both political and sports.
Half an hour.
Every day from 6 to 6:30 because he wants to watch.
Just saying hello, the show will be halfway out.
I was going to say.
All right. Jeff Bosey says he's on his way with a 12-pack. Jeff Bosey, you are not allowed in the studio until you call the studio. 516-465-3990. 516-465-3990. Call the studio, Jeff. We'll discuss it then. So, right?
Yeah, you just get conditioned to believe that nothing's real. Nothing is real. It's like, that's just the way it is.
Only the lonely.
Yeah. So, hey, what's going on, Charlie?
Charlie,
all right,
Charlie.
Well, you lumped me in with Handsome over there, and I just looked around, and I was like, Graz is next to me. So,
hi, Charlie. What are you doing?
What's up? I said handsome. You would think these guys have never been called handsome before.
No, never, ever. We have, you got some popcorn here.
Yes. All right. First of all, let me just tell you, Felix Restuccia. Hold on a minute.
Oh, he popped this corn and hermetically sealed it?
Okay. What? No. He popcorn is from Ann Hayward Gourmet Popcorn. Vito a Little Brittle Heaven. So we got peanut brittle right here from Vito a Little Brittle Heaven.
Peanut brittle.
James,
nothing like it.
Oh, all right. This is James from Huntington Humidor. Sent us a cigar. Scrubs has got the cigar.
Right.
So if you like, do you smoke a cigar? Do you smoke cigars?
I don't smoke anything.
Charlie, do you smoke cigars?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you smoke cigars?
People that do stink.
Very, very occasionally.
All right, so I do a little bit more than you, so I'm going to take that cigar.
No,
Thank
you
you,
take
James
it.
from
I
Huntington
won't.
Humidor Cigar. I think he's friends with Mr. Carletto, which makes it even better. So great job. I'll smoke the cigar, and we'll have a good time with it. Vito from A Little Brittle Heaven, would you like to take that to your daughter, Bobby?
Amazing.
Why would I want to take that to my brittle?
This is peanut brittle.
It's a peanut brittle. What's the
good.
problem? It's good.
Delicious.
Yeah.
It is out of this
You
world.
can tell by the packaging.
And the popcorn is from Ann from Hayward Gourmet.
No, the reason I said why would I want to take it home because I'm going to fucking eat it here.
Oh,
That's
okay. Okay.
why. I don't think you caught the gist of what I was.
Dude, I'm still trying to figure
Why
out.
would I take it home? It's not leaving
I'm
here.
trying to figure out if the
you
Mets
sharing?
thing is real. What's your take on it, Yankee fan? Seriously, like I thought Spano was coming from the Islanders.
Yeah, he's
what
gonna.
Mets thing is real, exactly.
Pretty soon they're gonna have a fisherman logo. I don't know what the fuck's going
Oh,
on.
that'd be great. Like when the Islanders did
Oh,
it, they
God.
got
Yeah.
the Gordon Fisherman guy,
Yeah.
the fish sticks guy. Is that who
Still
that
has
was?
to be one of the worst jerseys of all time.
It is the worst jersey of
I'd
all time,
say-
except
Yeah.
maybe a Nordiques jersey. I remember the little
well.
hump thing. I don't know.
Oh,
The little fake looking end. The Nordiques.
the Nordiques.
So what happens when you see that jersey now, though? Is it a little bit
The
nostalgic?
Gordon
with
Fisherman?
The Gordon
Yeah.
Fisherman?
Absolutely
I like
not.
it.
No,
I like
it turns
seeing
me
now.
totally off immediately.
A
Yeah.
lot of guys
Yeah.
wear the
Just like-
Hartford Whaler jerseys.
It's got the ocean spray cranberry juice swirl on it, and
Right.
Gordon's Fisherman
It's the
above
worst
it.
jersey of all
It was
time.
the worst
Horrible.
jersey ever.
Horrible.
If they were going to do something at the time, they wanted to switch to something that meant more about Long Island, so they
Right.
figured in Fisherman, but they didn't realize that somebody fucked them over and
They should
said,
have just got a picture of Billy Joel.
yeah, Billy Joel would have been good.
Anything would have been better than
So
that.
now, if the Mets change their jersey and it has anything fishing in it, and the Mets, we're screwed.
Well,
in a
is
couple-
that's
in
the
a couple
rumor?
years. We're dead. No,
they're not gonna
No,
change
he's
it.
worth $10 billion. But of course, I sat there in traffic thinking,
Oh, homeboy from Long Island's going to buy the team they're talking about.
Yeah,
the
Steve
billionaire.
Cohen.
And he spent $141 million on a statue one time. Did you hear that?
no.
They go, if you would think this guy's ever worried about spending money, one time he spent $141 million
Yeah.
on a statue.
His whole
statue.
supposedly his art
statue.
Where, at
collection
his house?
is over $1.5 billion.
I don't know where he
His
keeps it.
His art collection.
Big art guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's art collection. So one
I know where this is going. They needed a Tom Seaver statue by the Rotunda.
That's what they said.
So Seaver's going to have his fucking statue, and he's going to have it made.
Yeah, that's
the
what
guy
I'm
who
saying.
made the $1.5 billion fucking statue.
So you immediately wonder when you hear $141 million statue, what the hell is this statue of, right? So, of course, I Google it. And it's like 2 wheels connected by an axle with like a weird dude like on it, like with his arm up, very thin, like bronze type. I'm thinking this thing is going to be like the most extravagant, beautiful thing ever, and it looks like you'd find it out in like a farm on American Pickers.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
In the front of the house next to the old wheelbarrow.
I would have walked by it and not noticed it if you didn't tell me. It just
What does
costs
it look
more
like?
than. It's the weirdest thing from what I saw. It was like looked like 2 wheels and like a guy. It's $141
There it
million
is.
dollars, or
make-
whatever it is.
His
Yeah.
art collection's worth billions.
There it
so,
is.
you know, you can,
That's it. Yeah,
There you go.
that's it.
can you put that up there and behind us?
That's a tricycle.
It's $140
It
million
looks
dollars.
like the first wheelchair. You know, it's fucking nothing special, but $141 million for that.
It looks like the first wheelchair half complete.
Exactly. It's bad. But hey, listen,
It doesn't even it has 4 fucking spokes. What, has it got another $140 million to get 2 more spokes?
Are you serious? What makes that $140
I'm
million?
going to shoot myself now.
It's
Oh, please eat. Start. Listen,
beauty
Charlie.
is in the eye of the beholder.
Charlie,
as they
popcorn,
say.
peanut brittle.
Oh,
Bosie's
yeah, I'm
coming
definitely
in.
gonna be,
we have Heineken. You want?
I'm good, thank you.
You want
No, thank
iced
you.
tea?
No, thank
All
you,
right,
but
good to see you. Look,
just-
I'm trying to concentrate and not share the show.
Right.
Charlie says to me the other night at the bar, he goes, Graz.
You guys are
The other night at our meeting,
Yeah.
we were at our Fifth Avenue studios
Yes.
on the 11th floor,
Yes.
and we were in the conference room.
We
Go
were
on.
at Coasters in the corner with a fucking cricket
Exactly.
and Teresa Farrell.
Right.
And he turns to me and he goes, listen, he goes, you know when you start the show, he goes, try not to look down on your phone and try to focus on everybody because, you know, you are the puppeteer. And I'm sitting there going, let you and Bobby do everything. I'm good.
Oh, I'm
I
like,
can-
Graz, you're only the host of the show. Maybe
Your
if
head's
you
da-
kind of paid attention to what any of us were talking
And I
about.
went, no.
The first 45 minutes, we would.
That's why he jumps in right in the middle of what you're saying.
we would have something, right? Yeah,
He has no idea. He doesn't even know you're talking.
Why you got to give me up? I'm trying to promote the show. Wait, time out. First of all, kudos
Well,
to
you gotta
your,
share the damn
kudos
show.
to your arch enemy, Greg DiFilippo. Kudos to DiFilippo. I think you got put in
Best
I would,
video
I would
ever
say
today.
a better term would be at the very least he's my frenemy.
No,
I
he's
really,
all
I
good.
love DiFilippo.
But DiFilippo, he shared the show about 15 times. He had watch parties.
Nice.
And we did like 2,600 views. Already.
That's like a lot better than the watch parties he used to have at his place down
Yeah.
in Tampa. This
Yeah.
is like, you know,
This is a legit watch.
the
This is
feds
us.
are not going to raid this one.
Would you stop,
know?
please?
Hey, I'm
He's
just
asked me to
saying.
ask you a question to lay off the feds.
Right,
Lay off the
exactly,
feds.
Exactly. Oh, Lord.
He sent that for Christmas. All right, wait, don't look. Nobody can see the porn.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's
No.
If that's what that is. If that's what that is.
And Greg's
Allegedly.
listening. Thanks for the song.
That's
So,
really nice.
kudos.
He sends us nice
Listen,
messages
he
like
hope,
that.
but the deficit about it, the bad thing about it, I guess he's been put in Facebook jail till next
No.
Saturday. Yes. So
Wow.
so this show might not do as well as we just did. So
We need him out of jail,
He
or
got
we
put
need him
in face-
assuming
somebody
another
pro-
profile.
somebody-
This
gave
is
him
like
up.
a fucking game of Monopoly. You landed on Boardwalk. You didn't have the money. You're going to fucking jail. What the fuck is going on with this Facebook jail?
Well,
that's
I guess
why-
people are, agitators. As
So
they call
please
them,
go
and
to
then they,
youtube.com, go to Govs Radio, youtube.com, and we're on, and the replays are on too if you can't get on Facebook. So we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on govsradio.com, we're on govsradio.com on Facebook, we're on GothamGoldGraz.com. So,
Okay, so here we go on the
at this,
screen
Bobby,
behind.
behind
If
you.
you could see, this is
Can I
the
put my head down
statue.
now? I
yeah,
seen it.
you can. So Stephen Cohen
gotta
is the
be kidding
guy who's going to be
Bullshit.
looking to buy the Mets.
That's
okay,
bullshit.
and
Is that supposed to be like a girl up top there, like a really skinny olive oil looking thing?
That's Wheeler. That's
$101 million.
Wheeler's salary.
Whatever that
That's
is-
Wheeler's 5-year salary, $120 million.
$141 million.
All right, so throw in Jed Lowry for 2
got
years.
two
So there's Wheeler and
two
Jed
wheels.
Lowry.
So this was sold at the Sotheby's auction in New York on October 31st, 2014. So it's probably worth even more than 141 million now. It's probably worth 142 million. So the guy already made $1 million profit on it. How about that? Big.
Could you imagine though if this guy comes in and actually spends this kind of money on a
that'd be
team
awesome.
because he has nothing else to do? Like you said, he's spending $100 million on a statue.
Well, that's what we're hoping.
Could you imagine?
That's what we're hoping.
He comes in and just starts
Yeah, you're hoping
pounding
for
it with money.
You're hoping.
You know what? We had a statue that cost about that money. It was Jason Bay.
I said that, right? Jed Lowry is $20 million, and now Wheeler's new contract's $120. So there's $140 million above you, right?
Mo
there.
No, but I'm
Vaughn-
talking about a guy who actually was a statue.
Mo Vaughn was more of a statue at first base.
Mo food.
I'll tell you the more I look at it,
say?
Yep. Steve Summers used to go, and the Mets have acquired Mo food.
I never heard that. That's
his,
great.
His waistline is a little bit bigger than the entire warning track of the outfield.
So, Steve, what's your take on this whole deal with the Mets?
I think it's going to create a lot of interesting thoughts about Met fans having a good ball club, and I think it's going to not happen. I remember a few years ago, a guy came in and they were going to make him a partner.
Okay.
And they brought him to the ballpark, and he walked around. He was up in, like, the promenade, and he's talking to people, and he's going, I'm going to be the new owner of the team. And the Wilpons were like, no, you're not. and the next thing you know, the deal was off. So Cohen,
Steve Cohen.
Steve Cohen has to act like he doesn't care for 5 years.
Yeah, but the Wilpons are going to be with him. You know, they're going to be in the same office, I think.
Well, I just think that he's going to have to act until the ink is dry on the contract like he doesn't want to be involved.
All right. Well,
Because the Wilpons don't like anybody taking away their thunder.
Limo Talk. You're with Steve Summers, Charlie Myers, Bobby Inzarello, and board up extraordinaire Richie Zarelli. Who's this?
Us here, you there.
Hi,
As
who's this? Put
always,
your phone.
as usual,
Turn the radio down.
turn the radio down, or we're going to have to cut you off.
Hello, sir.
Hello, who's this?
You mean, who is this? What do I got to call for? What's
Let
up?
me ask you a question. Steve, this is one of our members of our show, Limo Talk. It's Jeff Bosey. Jeff Bosey has a history.
Jeff Bosey.
Jeff-
I've heard so much about Jeff Bosey, and
I wonder why you've heard so
and
much.
some of it was good.
Not much. Well, Jeff seemed to have invaded the morning show today, who had Jackie the Joke Man Martling, and Jeff is always going to be on the show Saturday night. Put up, shut up, fuck up with Don Sill on Saturday night, or put up, shut up, stand up. Is that
And that's basically the attitude the Wilpons will have towards Stephen Cohen. Put up, shut the fuck up. We'll be there, you know. Give
All right,
us the
Steve.
cash and the big wheels and the big statue that costs $141 million, which we're probably going to put in the rotunda next to the 42.
Well, do you think you'll put that, Steve? Do you think you'll put that next to Tom Seaver's?
That is a rotunda
Absolutely.
piece.
Okay, but you really want these people, the common man, walking around a $140 million art piece in the
141.
rotunda? 141. Don't you think somebody might take it?
I don't think anyone would be compelled to take that thing. I really don't. I feel like it should have. Where was the decimal point on the number? Is it? You sure it's 141 million? Maybe it
you
was
fucking
140.
put that statue in Queens long enough, there'll be a jack on those wheels. That thing ain't going nowhere.
It's already.
close.
It's already on.
up
It's already on
City
cinder
Right.
blocks.
I'm telling you, it represents New York. This thing, Chariot, Alberto Giacometti.
It should be in the rotunda.
Yeah, we'll see. I
Get
don't know.
rid of the 42 and put the little wheels there.
So if we put this to a vote, okay, there's four of us here and we got Bosey on the line. Does this guy buy the Mets? Does Stephen Cohen, who paid $141 million for a statue, so he's into making stupid decisions, does he buy the Mets? Richie, what do you think?
I think absolutely.
I think
I
it's
think
already
it does.
dry. I
I
think
think
it's
it's
done.
done.
I think it's done.
Wow.
I think
Wow.
I think he signed as of maybe today or tomorrow, and He's the owner. He's the man in charge. It's his money. I just think they're figureheads now for the next 5 years. It's more of an estate planning for them. All right, wait a minute. Andrew Plaganis is watching. Greg
I don't know about
DiFilippo. Michael Zimmerman is watching. Let's Eat Long Island. Did you like the cigar segment on my show? Yes, thank you, Felix.
Thank you, Felix.
Everybody says
Felix,
thank
you're the
you for
best.
everything. We love you.
Was
Thank you.
Was
Thank
it a Clinton-esque cigar?
It's in Scrubs' mouth.
has it.
All right, Gina Kajemi, why would anyone pay to advertise when you just advertise the world for free? Laugh out loud. Who did I advertise for free? Oh, they left me food. But you know what?
Food.
They left me food. They were on Felix's show. I don't care. Food. All right, Bozy, so you were on the morning show with Jackie the Joke Man Martling and Yippee Yappy and Yahooey, correct?
Yes, for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
yes,
but
for
and you
10
didn't even
minutes.
get a word in edgewise. Why did you go there, Bozy, to get airtime? Why are you coming in to the competition when you're a regular member on Limo Talk? And then you don't ask permission
listen,
to go on, put up,
listen.
shut up. What are you doing? I am the fucking man around here.
Okay, let me explain myself.
You sound like
First
Russo.
off, I always wanted to go ahead and meet Mr. Jackie Martling.
Oh, please.
Big fan.
Me too. I actually like him. Good
I
job.
was. I have
9221.
Really good story about
Steve,
me and Jackie.
Jeff Bosey's on the phone. He's going to talk about Jackie Martling. Is that okay? Do you mind? Give him a break for a second?
I'll just interject anything I know about Jackie the Joke Man.
All right. I don't know much about him either. Just
So
know
I
he
won't
was
be
on
saying
Stern.
a word for the next 20 minutes.
Well, he's a great guy. He's been on the Howard Stern show. We all know him from that pretty much. But he's been in comedy for 40 years. The man is like a legend.
And he's going to be here Saturday night at 10 o'clock at Maguire's, right?
Well, you do know
Absolutely.
he had
you go, Gina.
what do you call a 900 number on the you call up on the telephone and you get jokes from Jackie the Joke Man before Howard Stern grabbed him or anybody.
He was talking about
Exactly. And it's still on. That phone number is still active.
922 wine.
I whatever.
You might have
whatever
wanted to
it
ask
was.
him that, Jeff.
We're going to call. We're going to hang out with you and call. So now, do you think that I'm going to let Charlie Myers, the only loyal participant of Limo Talk, not Teresa Farrell, not Mike Zimmelman, not Mike Friedman, not Jeff,
Matt Alvaro.
not Jeff Bosey, not Matt
Not here
Alvaro.
or there, not anywhere.
Not
I do
my-
not like green eggs and ham.
Charlie
I do
Myers,
not like
I'm
them. Sam, I am. Wow, that was beautiful. That was so unique the way you did that. You really did a nice job of segueing that in. We got the green eggs and ham. Thank
So
you.
he's saying Charlie Myers, who's never had an opportunity to go on another show,
Yes.
is going to be the final decider as to whether Jeff Bosey
Can come in tonight with his 12-pack of beer and hang out with us.
Get out of here. I'm the decider.
It's all you.
After the history with Bosey and I,
Bosey.
when we almost came to blows at Coasters last week, when he tried to choke me to death and security had to be called, that Jeff Bosey?
Yes.
I had no choice.
I'd love to have him.
You were going ahead. You were reaching for my pants, and I didn't want to show the embarrassment that I have.
He said he would love to have you
I'd
in.
love to have him in.
When are you coming in, all right? I'll see you in a little bit.
After the
Jeff,
picture,
Jeff,
after
did you hear
the
what he
picture-
said? Did you hear what he said? He'd love to have you in.
Oh boy,
Did you hear that? Yes.
Jeff flourishes off. He loves doing that accent, right, Jeff? Give us a little bit of it.
Jeff-
Yes, I love doing that. It's so sexy.
Jeff, I'll see you in a little bit. You got any questions for Steve Summers, Jeff?
Yes. Is he still doing the game show?
Steve Summers.
Oh, that's Mark Summers.
That's Mark Winters, I thought. All right, we're confused.
The next game show I get, Jeff, will be my first.
So Jeff, we'll see you when we get here. When you get here over here. So Bobby, before we got the call from Jeff, you seem to be in disagreement with the rest of the guys that, in fact, Stephen Cohen already that the ink is dry. That this is just they're figureheads now. You're shaking your head no.
No, what do you mean? I don't.
You were-
I-
you
no,
were dis-
what
you were in
I'm
disagreement
disagreeing
with
is
Graz and Rich.
I am believing that they wouldn't have made this announcement at all if they weren't really getting the fuck out. But the point is, the Wilpons just can't get out. They should have just let it go and said, you know what, we got a buyer. We're going to stay on as limited partners, and we're going to be quiet, and we're going to go in the background, and we'll take a couple of dollars every time somebody offers us a couple of dollars from profits. But this guy's taking over. They can't do it that way. No, they got to sign some sort of deal saying you want it that bad, don't you? All right, listen. We're going to give it to you, but you're going to wait 5 years because he wants his little exit plan. He needs his, 5-year exit plan. And I don't understand why. I just don't. So I really think that Stephen Cohen did and is going to take control of this team and bought the team
but it's on hold. So how do I get excited yet?
You do know that he owes $800 million for the Belmont racetrack. The thing that's going on there, the construction.
Grace Industries.
Who does?
The Wilpons owe $800 million to that plan. They've been asking for the money for the last couple of weeks.
Bernie Madoff has it.
No, he doesn't. So
He's holding it for
So
them.
it all seems to be tying in because they need the money to get to Belmont, so somebody's buying a stake. But Mike was saying this morning, Mike Francesa was saying this afternoon, that, Wilpon walked around constantly always saying that the team was going to go to his grandkids. Now
The point is, you see what I also heard today or read today somewhere was they always wanted to give it to Jeff. Right, he always wanted to turn the whole thing over to Jeff.
Not you, Bozy.
Yeah.
Jeff Bosey.
Not that Jeff.
And,
Yeah.
and the bottom line was everybody involved with the team, like Saul Katz, they were like, you turn it over to him and I'm out of here. I don't want to work for him. I don't want to deal with him. I don't want to have to be with him. So he was like, wow, I can't even give it to my son because he's a douche. So I'm going to have to sell it.
He's a dick.
Because Jeff doesn't have the skill sets that required to do this job. Doesn't have the skill sets. He needs the skill sets.
That's you, Mr. Wilpon?
That's Jeff Wilpon. That's Fred Wilpon. Hey,
Mr.
I'll never
Wilpon.
forget. I'll never forget when they got what was that the guy from the Cubs? Oh God,
Oh,
I can't think of the name with the Z.
Zeal?
That's why
No,
the
no,
music's
no,
there
no,
for the
no.
dead air.
No. They got some guy, Victor Zambrano. Right? Victor Zambrano from the Cubs. and so Francesa gets Wilpon on, and he goes, well, he has a lot because they traded Scott Kazmir for him. And Scott Kazmir was going to be a really big pitcher.
yeah.
And they really
Big
wanted him,
lefty.
and everybody was talking about how great he was going to be. So the Mets finally
the cashmere of pitchers.
they trade Kashmir for Zambrano, and Francesa asks Wilpon. He goes, it's kind of weird that you made that trade. He goes, because Kazmir is such a highly touted prospect. He goes, well, you know what? This is what we got. He goes, we got, Zambrano is a power pitcher, and he has the skill sets that we need to be, to be a real long in the game, strike out a lot of guys, and he has the skill sets that we were looking for in a pitcher. And Francesa goes, he's not a strikeout pitcher at all. He goes, the guy from the other team, there's another Zambrano on another team. He goes, that guy is the strikeout pitcher. He goes, you got the guy who's not the strikeout pitcher. He goes, oh. Well, he can develop into a really strong strikeout pitcher. We're going to have Rick Peterson work with him.
That's when you knew we were screwed.
And I was like, oh, my God, this guy had no idea who he even got. He got the wrong Zambrano. There was like a Steve Zambrano or something like that on another team that was a strikeout pitcher.
So
we're gonna
that's
see
my
what's gonna
take. You
happen
know what?
with these Mets.
We went half an hour. I said we'd talk about a half an hour for the Mets.
I think it's going to go.
I think it's going to go. It wouldn't surprise me 4 years from now that the Mets are up for sale because this guy's got 8 million infractions with the SEC, and he owes them $10 billion, and that's how much he's worked.
Wow.
Well, the thing is, if you got billions, it's very hard to blow billions. So
He just blew 2.3. He's still got 8.4 to go.
Yeah,
hey,
but if he's got 150 of those billions.
well, you see, you guys are you're looking at Graz. You're looking at this the wrong way. It's not like he took $2.4 billion
No, I know,
out
I
of
know.
his pocket.
I know,
and
but
was
he-
like, well, subtract $2.4 billion. All right, now I can't. Now I can't go to All American Burger this week. But
It's
no.
going to take a long time to count,
Yeah.
first of all.
That's on paper, so it's like he's paying it over the course of time.
it's two references.
As
today.
more comes in,
So besides the Dr. Seuss reference, now you're like, Graz, let me just tell you how to
let me explain something to you.
Yeah, really.
Let's go to school. Let's go to school a little here.
Charlie, I need you for my backup here. Help me out here.
Charlie's just standing there
I'm
going,
with
"Yeah,
you.
Graz, what the
No,
fuck was that?"
I got an issue. This has been like plaguing me for the last like 3-4 days.
What's that?
The theme of Frozen constantly is running in the background of my head. And let me tell you why. My niece loves to perform the scene from Frozen where, for those of you who don't know, Elsa is one of the main characters. She has her kind of coming out and transforms into this princess dress. Any of you
Oh, I
parents
thought
are
it coming
gonna
out
know.
meant she was like lesbian.
No, this is Disney. She's they're close to that, but not quite yet.
How old is she? She's 8.
Elsa, the princess, I have no idea.
No, your niece.
But my niece is like 3.
27.
No, she's 3. But the problem is, ever since she does this and she performs this thing, now I have the song of Frozen stuck in my head like 24 hours a day, 7 days.
You know what? I'm glad I don't even know the song.
Oh my God, you don't want to know it. It is not the song.
Tell me Elton John didn't do it.
It's
no.
Jesus, Rich, no, please, God.
All right. You know what?
Let it go.
What happened? You know what gets any song out of your head? Do you know what gets any song out of your head?
Let it, Rich, listen to the. I mean, Bobby, listen to the masterpiece that this song is.
Greg DiFilippo says you just left the room. He goes, you're screaming. He goes, stop screaming. It's not the Charlie Show. Hold on. Limo Talk. It's
Don't holla.
Charlie Myers Show. Please keep it in a low. Who's this?
Hey! What do you say there, Mikey?
How are you, Mad Dog? Where you been?
I'm working on my farm there, buddy.
All right. How's everything?
Feeling good, feeling grand there, Mikey.
What's your take on the New York Mets there, Mad Dog?
I can finally take that big penny jar I've been saving up to buy a piece of the Mets and put it in the bank.
How much did you put into the Mets?
Like $47.50, but that's all right, Mikey. You gotta start somewhere.
$47 million or $47.50?
4,700 pennies there, Mikey.
So how much is 4,700 pennies? $47, right? Bobby Azzarello's here, Mad Dog. Bobby Azzarello's here, Mad Dog.
Hey, Bobby from Babylon, what do you say, young fan? Go ahead.
How you doing there, Mad Dog?
Steve Summers is also here tonight, Mad Dog.
Steve from Somerset, go ahead. You're on the fan with the Mike and Mad Dog Show.
Well, Mad Dog, I'm looking to take a time on FAN, on the fan, as always as usual, between the hours of 3 and 7 when the fat man retires. You want to join me?
Go ahead and excite the crowd. You're going to get the drive time home, get everybody waking up.
So it's going to be the Mad Dog and Steve Summers show?
Possibility there, Mikey. I don't know what Mikey's going to do, but, I'm feeling like I got to get back in the fan. Got to get
No, Mikey will be back in February.
Yeah, he's going to be doing a show from 6 to 6:30 for politics and
do the cool down show there, Mikey.
yeah. I love Mikey. Oh, by the way, Charlie Myers is here, Mad Dog.
Hey, Charlie from GoPeg. Go ahead, young fan.
And Jeff Bosey's here, Mad Dog.
Hi, sexy.
Jeff from Jericho. What do you say there, Mikey?
And Richie Zarelli is here, board up extraordinaire.
Hey, Richie from Richmond. How's Staten Island treating you today?
Not too bad, buddy. How you doing there, Mad Dog?
This just turned into an episode of the Archie.
He's great.
Archie's here.
So what is your-
Veronica too. Jerry's here.
Bobby's making fun of me, man. Bob, stop.
Hey, Jughead, where are you?
Mad Dog, so what's your take on the billionaire taking over the Mets today? What do you think?
Well, I think it's a step in the right direction. It's going to take quite some time. It's going to be like a phase issue here. We got a couple of years before the Wilpons finally get their feet out the baby pool. You know what I'm saying there, Mikey?
Yes. Are you excited at least?
A little excited. I was kind of disappointed more that I didn't, get what I needed and get my management position and then my $47.50 towards being a boss. But that's all right, Mikey. I'll move on.
Okay. Hey, listen, besides them getting a new owner today, they got a new center fielder from the Astros.
What did they get? He's going to install some software?
No,
Marishek.
No, Marishek. We got Marishek today for 2 minor leaguers. So I thought that was a good pickup, right, Mad Dog?
Why not?
Okay. All right. So
Walking around the outfield, he just said, "Come on, you're on the team." What is he doing?
no, I think he's going to be the center fielder.
He'll also help them
Center
steal
fielder.
signs, which is nice. You know,
Yeah, he's
they'll know every pitch that's coming. Gotta love
That's right.
it.
Unreal that happened.
Comes with a GoPro
And a blinking light.
and a baseball bat and an empty garbage can, Mikey. You got to give him credit.
It's
pretty
called
spot.
it's called pitch quid pro. Quid pro pitch. Quick prid pro.
So I'm excited, Mad Dog. So are you home yet, or are you still up at the barn off the top of the Taconic?
He already said he's in the barn.
Well, I just came off the little ice skating rink I've had set up now for a couple of weeks, and
How is
just get a couple of ice skate, a little Bruin skate, feels good. A glass of wine here on the porch.
Okay.
Watch the sunset.
Okay.
And then
Wait,
just
wait,
wait
wait.
around for the Limo Talk voice to start the show.
What state are you in?
Stay there, Mikey.
What state are you in?
Proud.
They said New Yorkies.
What sunset did you just see? I mean, really, that was hours ago.
Mad Dog, Bobby's in a particular mood tonight. He's been calling out a lot of things that he's unhappy with, especially me. So just bear with him, okay, Mad Dog?
You got it, Mikey. I'm here for you.
All right, good. So Pierre Turgeon was your first all-star skater on your small pond in your backyard. Have you had any other NHL players come to the house?
Fake news there, Mikey. I told you I sent the invite out. Tried to get these past all-stars up on the rink, do a little Toys for Tots, little homes for homeless, whatever I got to do to get people up here. Get the Mad Dog 1800 wine out and distribute it down in the lower part of the state there, Mikey.
Okay. But did any NHL players take you up on your offer for your free skate at your house? Not what? I didn't hear you.
He said not one.
Mad Dog?
Hey, what do you say there, Mikey? Mikey, man, like a fan.
I can't hear you, Mad Dog. Did any NHL players take you up on your offer?
Mikey, not a single one did.
Oh, okay. So you've been by yourself up there at the Taconic?
That lonely there, Mikey. I got a wife and a horse, so I'm good to go.
As long as they're not together.
Exactly.
You have any questions, Charlie, for Mad Dog Russo before he goes?
I was just wondering what's going on the football game, but I don't want to know. I'm going to watch it DVR'd when I get home. I know Rich is.
I'm watching it.
Oh, don't! I want to know. Don't tell me anything, please.
Who'd you take?
Were you really
It's not
doing
who
You're
I'm-
going to go home and watch that?
I stay completely stifled from social media for the entire time I get home,
I can't
and I
help
watch the game
Stifle
literally
yourself there, huh?
in an hour. Just fast forwarding through.
Let's fast forward.
I'm even upset I brought it up because now somehow.
So now
it's
somebody's
fallen
going
for
to
me.
call
Oh,
up. Greg
believe me.
DiFilippo's going to call
Wait,
with
don't-
like a half an
don't
hour to
give
go.
ideas.
I go, hey, by the way,
Well,
Charlie, Dallas
everybody-
won
listen,
22-17.
I was going to say, I was already thinking of giving you the score here.
I don't want to know it, please. I'd really rather not. I'm gonna disconnect from Facebook.
I'm
going to
let the
worry
cat out
about
of the
it.
bag. Bambi Mother's dies in it.
Oh Jesus!
Don't
Spoiler
tell him
alert.
anything, Mikey.
Does the
So-
does the stallion sink all the way in the mud?
God only knows.
What movie is that?
That's the Never-Ending Story. Yeah, with Atreyu and yeah. Bozy, what did you get for being the first guy to sign up for Disney Plus? Did they give you like something special, or I saw?
I don't know. I just started watching all the Marvel movies like a deranged maniac.
Oh, because on your browser history, I saw Cinderella and Snow White, so I was just wondering like what you were really up to.
You weren't supposed to tell.
I was like, how did you see that?
No, it's trending. It's go on hashtag Bozy, and not only do his 50 gigs show up, but also him watching Cinderella on YouTube in his tidy whities.
Where are you going to be, Bozy, by the way, since you are taking off lately and it seems like everybody's starting to like you a lot?
I can't help it, you know.
So-
I mean, people like me.
Bozy's an amazing manager. Comic, but manager, wow, the guy is like.
You never give him kudos. Why? You
That's
just
all right.
The other night he's got a couple of drinks in him. He goes, "Fucking Bozy, I gotta tell you, son, he's been hitting home runs the last couple of shows. He's been getting me pretty good." I go, "Yeah, it's good for the show." He goes, "But motherfucker, he's not that funny on the stage, man. I gotta tell you that right now."
No, I'm obviously that's a little zinger us comics throw around here and there. Bozy's obviously doing something right if he's booked on every show on Governor's Radio, every show in the little room in Governor's. He's out east, he's over here, he's over there. He's gonna win. So what's up with this competition on Saturday? Like, did you choose your opponent or?
No, I did not.
Oh,
I
so
got-
they had somebody set up for you.
Yes, Mr. Donsill reached out and said, "Hey,
I got a partial score on the football game tonight.
Please, I'm having a
The
conversation
partial
with
score is 10.
We could do that tonight. Come on, we'll have a little
10.
photo.
I'm floating a 10 out there.
All right, yeah, okay.
Not right, Mikey.
So the
He doesn't get
Cowboys
the
are
right
up
score.
10-0. I hope Zeke got the touchdown. Anyway, Bozy.
So either way, I was reached out and
Fantasy
then
football implications.
Oh, without a doubt. Are you
basically.
kidding me?
That's what it's
That's
all
all he
about.
cares about.
First week of the
He don't
playoffs,
even care about the fucking football game. He cares about how many yards
It is.
Ezekiel Elliott.
No, it's first week of the playoffs.
I don't care if they live or die. If they're
Unless
not
you're
on my
me and you're the
fantasy
number
team.
one.
An update on the
You gotta
partial
buy.
I got a
score.
bye week on mine.
A partial score is now 17.
Wow, Zeke with 2 touchdowns. Loving it. I got Zeke and Allen Robinson going right now. For anyone who gives a shit about fantasy football, I got Zeke and Allen Robinson going.
Yeah, but you're on a bye week.
I have
Oh,
5
oh.
leagues, okay?
All I've got
In-
to say,
Hold on. Steve Summers
Steve
got
Summers back
Hold
in the
on.
studio.
Steve, how are you?
I know we got a partial score. And all I have to say is, Charlie, when you get home, you're going to be quite surprised.
It's not the same without feedback in the microphone, Mikey.
I'm telling you. Wow, that makes me. I don't know if you're fucking with me. I don't even want to think too much into
Look
it.
at his face.
Oh,
He
man.
really
Now
got
I'm
serious.
Now I'm starting
Holy
to think.
shit.
got some-
You don't understand what you just did to him. He had Limo Talk on his mind solely. I'm going to entertain my friends. I'm here. Teresa's not fucking cackling in my ear. Michael Friedman's not walking in. Zimmelman's not here. I got time with the boys. And all of a sudden, he finds out the score. Zoop.
That's it.
What's the score? I gotta go. I gotta go have a drink by the bar because I know they got the game
no,
on.
I'm not going anywhere near there. I'm walking right out the back door when this is out. I'm putting the blinders on. I'm getting home, putting the game on. Bozy.
I got the score right here.
Bozy.
No, I'm joking. I don't got the score.
A partial score.
So they set you up to go against this girl. How did they choose this? Was
I
there?
have no idea
is-
what their method is of choosing a component.
I'm sure
What's
there's
her-
no
what's her name?
levels like in UFC or something. Like, are you like maybe you're like a
I'm not gonna mention anything.
Who has more
but
experience?
I'm just,
He's a yellow belt with yellow tips.
there you go. it's the Philly owl with the pink tip.
So do you guys go back and forth like roast style, or do you do? Is it going to be like you guys are both doing a set and who's getting more laughs? I mean, how does this work?
I don't know. They have some sort of scoring program that they do, and then they go ahead.
Speaking
and
of scores,
yes,
the partial score.
From
there-
Greg DiFilippo and
there-
WFAN.
I have another partial
Segue.
score. In the first quarter, there was a 7.
Just to let you know, Greg DiFilippo sent me a picture of the TV with the score, but Steve Summers had known it already. So GubsRadio.com. Look at him. It's
halftime.
It's a great.
It's not halftime, is it? No,
It's halftime.
Really?
And J-Lo is doing the halftime show tonight.
yummy.
J-Lo's soon
Yo,
to be
did you hear
dating
what she
Jeff
said
Bozy.
the other day? She was entertaining the thought of having more children with A-Rod.
What?
Yes. She said that. She's 50.
Michael Jackson used to say that all the time.
Well, don't they
More
just?
children.
So did Tony Randall.
I'm going to have more children at my house.
Don't think your hips can get any wider there, Mikey.
Oh, that was great.
Shit. Oh.
So Bozy, this happens when? When is this show? And
The
then-
show is going to be this Saturday, so if you want to like,
Do you hear the enthusiasm in his
Yes.
voice?
It's going to be this
It's
Saturday.
like
All
the
right, let's-
worst thing that ever happened to him. So the show's going to be this Saturday, and it's going to be the worst shit. I mean,
Well, now listen. If you truly want to find out what the show's all about,
Oh, it's a good show.
You know what? And if you want to see me,
Yeah.
if you want to see Jeff Bosa,
Yeah.
because
Me,
it's-
Jeff
if you want
Bosa.
to see
Because
Jeff Bosa,
you can't
because
see him
who
anywhere.
made me pretty much is Mr. Anthony Graziadei.
No,
from Limo
not
Talk.
true, because somebody else brought you in first. That you I got to know you from Dan. You
No,
are no.
no.
are you from?
That
the
is just
Dan-
a pizza. That
How'd I? All right. When did
It
we
was-
met?
it
We
was-
met
it
the
was-
marathon.
What
night.
Marathon,
coaching
yes.
tree
That's
are you
correct.
really from?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no
I'm
problem.
sorry. You know,
Bozy, so you're from the Graziadei coaching tree?
you know who
Yes.
Dan
You
is?
are.
Zimmelman.
Yes.
Zimmelman. I met from Dan.
Yes.
So,
Oh, he's
so-
from the other coaching
So you're
tree.
from the marathon. So it's going to be 1 year that I know you.
Yeah.
And honestly, being on the show for the year, has it helped you a little bit? I mean, like, has anybody?
Dude, look at this. Look everything that's been going on. It's been great.
Well, it's funny because I was talking to Saliano, Goomba Johnny, and we were texting each other.
Name drop.
Well, no, because Goomba.
And I talked to him because he hangs out with me, you know? We was at Coasters, you know, in the back.
Goomba doesn't go to
Drinking
Coasters.
some beers.
Goomba doesn't go to Coasters, and neither does Mike Nicolia. Cue the crickets. Hold on. All right.
He bought me a drink at Chuckles there, Mikey.
Yes. So, oh my God, I lost my train of thought.
Your train left
Goodbye,
the
Johnny.
station
I lost my train of thought.
Years ago.
Goodbye,
a
John.
long time
You
ago.
and your good friend Goomba
Goomba Johnny were talking, and he
Long
turns
time.
to me and he goes, I have to thank you. I go, what do you mean? He goes, oh, about a year ago, you were talking and asked me to come on the show. He goes, I came on the show. I mentioned it to Larry, this and that, and the next thing I know, he was here. And then him and Rodia have been doing a lot of shows together. Him and Rodia knew each other. Rodia was on Fox 5 Morning, or what is it?
Good Day New York.
Good Day New York.
Fox and Friends there, Mikey.
Yeah, Fox and Friends. Thanks,
There
Mad
you go,
Dog.
Fox and
So he
Friends.
Rodia was on there, and they mentioned Goomba. So Goomba says to me, he goes, I have to thank you. He goes, because I wasn't on their radar, and you must have said something, and then whatever. He's like, thank you. And
He
I'm
was
like,
just Johnny back then. And then
well,
after
you know what? That made me feel
when he
it made
became
me-
a Goomba,
Then he
yeah,
became
forgot
this
about
is,
it.
this is a couple of years ago, and it made me feel good. So he wasn't here, and now he's here a lot. So
Yeah, you should have seen the hand motions he was making while he was talking to you.
Mikey,
Yeah, yes, Mad Dog.
the wife's calling me in, says I'm going to catch pneumonia out here on the porch.
Okay,
Well, now that sun finally all the way set, I'm sure it's safe to go in.
Mad Dog,
It's down now.
from the Mad Dog.
9:47 sunset.
Mad Dog, we got,
Beautiful.
we got 2 more weeks, and then we're going to be off. So I hope to talk to you over the next 2 weeks. Okay.
Graz's favorite topic of conversation: when we're going to be off
Yeah.
again.
Days off.
Every time.
Mad Dog, did you leave?
I'll be home for the holidays there, Mikey.
Okay, Mad Dog, say goodbye to everybody. All right, with your patented goodbye.
Hey, everybody.
Later, man.
My wife gives me a lobotomy.
Good night, Mad Dog. We love you.
Thanks for calling in. We appreciate it. It's the 1-877-692-8774. WFAN, Mike and the Mad Dog Show, every day, 3 to 6, on your drive home. Thank you, everybody.
Good night, Mad Dog.
3 to 6 every day. He's not on it for 15 years already.
He still thinks he is.
He does. He does.
Oh, Mad
As a
Dog.
matter of fact, what he left in 08. I
Yeah,
think.
he's been. He's with no, he's still there.
He's doing Graz math. You know, I saw something that I posted. No, that you posted
About
in
the-
2011.
Yeah.
Right? It was when we would do the first show. It was January. Signed on with WGBB. It was January of 2011.
Correct.
And this is the guy who, for a year now, has been telling us we've been on for 11 years.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's 8.
It's been 8.
It's 8.
It's been 8. It felt like 11.
Yeah, yeah. It's been 8.
So,
And-
just in case you were not following at home, Bozy has absolutely no clue how this is going to go down with this show. Even basically who he's going against, how it works, how the jokes work. It's just going to be a big surprise. What night is it again? Saturday night?
Yeah, Ken Pichelle says
Yep,
he thinks
this
all
Saturday night.
He thinks all Gov hosts and co-hosts, including me and you, should do the show. He's been pushing for that.
Which show?
Put Up, Shut Up, Stand Up with Don Sill on Saturday nights. What happens is these guys. Don, could you send me some money, please? Because I'm promoting the shit out of your show, and I did it in the morning too, and Felix too. So Bozy, and he's going up against AJ Powers. You remember AJ Powers, the girl with the glasses
And the huge knockers.
and the huge? Yeah,
You're going to kick her ass.
I'll show you a picture. Yeah, I think you're
Completely. Well, yeah.
I think
I
you're-
don't want to toot my own.
Gonna, yeah, I think you're gonna. Do
Yeah, but
well.
I'm tooting it.
Yeah.
I can toot.
So who?
You know?
There's been four winners already. Who's won already?
Scalisi's won.
Right.
Mandy Jones
Okay.
won.
Then there was a tie with Kristen and Justin McDonald.
Yeah, Kristen
Ties.
Tinsley and Justin
A
McDonald.
tie on a one-on-one. That's good.
Ties. Okay, that's a cop out. I don't like the tie thing. Somebody's got to win.
And then I don't know what was the.
Well,
third-
if you are you going to tie this week, Bozy?
no, he'll do.
I'm
fine.
going to tell my best knock jokes.
You are.
So, well, we wish you good luck.
It's like
We'll
a
do
fucking
fine.
T-ball
Thank
game. Everybody wins. You know?
Everybody gets a prize.
Everybody gets a trophy.
So now, if you win, what do you get? By you see, I think he told
gets
everybody.
to co-host
I think
every
everybody
show on
got.
Governor's Radio.
Well, I think that everybody was supposed to get on the main stage if you won. But what I think they should do is take all the winners now and have a round robin competition, and whoever comes out of that is a person that should do maybe a main stage with a Jackie or a Charlie Myers or
And that will be about the time I break out my Count Dracula imitation.
Yeah. Big shout out to Andy Plaganius.
I thought Andy did good last week.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, he was fun. He was good.
I liked
yeah, no,
Andy.
he's a great guest.
I
He's a
like
great
Andy.
guest.
Plaganius.
We-
All right,
we
so
definitely had a good
that's
time.
how I look at that. From what I heard, and I could be wrong, I thought that everybody that wins, each one gets a main stage 5 minutes.
Each one gets a little portion of the Wilpons' share of the
Yeah.
Mets.
Listen, let's not bring this club down in flames
now,
by putting one of
but
us
the
up.
right way to do it, I would think, is now take all the winners and have them compete against each other, and then one person is the top dog. But the problem is he's got to keep doing this. He got, and he
Like a playoff bracket.
yeah, it's like he's got to keep on going.
Like a tournament.
Getting very competitive.
You know,
Tournament style.
Once you get in that losers bracket, you're fucked.
Oh, God. That's the worst.
Tough to get out of the
tough
losers
to get out of the
bracket.
losers
You
bracket.
can't.
Got to
How
play
could
twice
you?
as many games.
Yeah.
I know what that's all about.
Well, we'll see. It sounds like something that's going to be ongoing, and they're going to always
It's a great
be looking
yeah,
for
listen.
comedians to go on and compete. And God knows I'm terrified of that whole idea.
I don't even know.
but I'm
I
sure
don't even
there's
know
a
the
lot of
schedule
people
anymore.
who
But
would,
there's a lot of great shows on here. We got Knock 'em Dead in the morning, 11 to 1, Monday through Friday. Give me the thing. Mondays we got.
Knock 'em dead from 11 to 1 on Mondays. Tuesdays we got 11 to 1. We got Knock 'em dead, and on Wednesdays from 11 to 1 we're gonna have Knock 'em dead. Now special for you on Thursday from 11 o'clock to 1 we're gonna have Knock 'em Dead comedy, and then on Friday is the final installment of Knock 'em Dead from 11 to 1.
And if you
And
we
then-
don't,
and
we
that
don't do a show,
covers-
if
that's
we
all
don't
we-
do a show on Thursday nights,
Yeah.
it's a special edition of Knock 'em
Then,
Dead.
then you wait till Monday, and I think from 11 to 1, they're going to have Knock 'em Dead. And maybe again on Tuesday. Yes, on Tuesday they're doing it. Knock
you
'em-
sure?
Knock 'em Dead.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh, here's the happily married man over here. Yeah. Look at him.
Oh,
Look
my
at
God.
him.
He does.
She must have died, right? Look at the
He's
smile on his
smiling.
face. Oh, she can hear through
All right,
that.
1:30 is Funny Tank, 6:30 Steve Squared, 8 o'clock's the work. See, this is all wrong.
It's only a patio
This is
door.
all wrong. The Wirt Show, and then Jams now on Tuesdays.
Just remember 11 to 1. Forget everything else. 11
What
to
about
1.
the special shows?
11 to 1.
right.
All 11 to 1.
All right, well, that's
Knock 'em dead.
So we got that down.
Yeah, well, I
Thank God
think
we all.
well, Let's Eat Long Island is Felix and I are during the day. Now we have a psychic lady who's here from 6:30
Yeah,
to
I saw
7:30. She seemed to have
Still a show that's going to be longer than Francesca's.
Larissa Fasuto, her name is.
Marissa. How do you know?
Larissa Fasuto.
You know her, so that means you're
Marissa Felicia.
Her name
No,
is-
easy. She's Gina Conjemi's friend.
Oh, fuck, I'm out of here.
You're fired.
I was just actually trying to rhyme a name with Teresa Caputo, but yeah, I have no idea who the psychic is.
Oh,
I was
you
just
didn't, you didn't watch it?
Nah, I was just ripping.
All
it
right,
off.
good.
Yeah,
All right,
no,
because
I
I was getting a little worried you might go to another show.
No.
Hey, I'm back
I'm
on.
Sure. Yeah. I just don't want that psychic telling me what's going to happen at the end of this fucking Cowboys game. All right, no spoilers.
Oh, another partial
Yeah,
score.
partial score.
You have money on the game. Do you have money on the game?
I don't. I have money. I have my fantasy football going, and I have players that I care about. And
So you have money on that.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
right.
money. Oh, so there's money. Yeah.
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
skin in the game. I don't care because I care.
Your
I-
face distorted in like 5 different ways.
Yes.
When Steve Summers said, and the number is 10.
I know.
And you went like this.
I
And
know.
your face, it's like you snorted half of Peru.
Right.
You were sitting there going, oh my God.
It is the cocaine that made me make those faces. not the
No, I'm just
That's
saying you distorted.
Listen, you got to see. Listen, anybody who gambles, anybody who has.
I
know,
gamble,
skin in
I
the
don't
game,
get
You know how it
distorted.
is. You go crazy a little bit. I have these things that, like, I have these. Like, you ever have like a little bit of like a little like convulsion on something when you think of something that just went crazily wrong or right? It makes you like actually
Every day.
physically jump. Yeah.
That's a stroke.
Yeah, exactly. And when when your girlfriend doesn't
called a
know
fucking
exactly
seizure.
what's going on in the sports game, and she's wondering like, what the hell is wrong with you? Because she can't, understand how.
There's no pill to cure this, girl.
Right, what's going on? in
The rent
street.
is on the game. If the
Right.
Jets lose, we have no rent. We're
Hey, baby, pack the bags.
we're going to
Get the
Vegas.
bags. I fucked up.
Honey, you know who Sam Donald is? Well, you're gonna tomorrow because he totally fucked us. It's rough. The big-headed one. Was that a sound effect?
That really sounded loud.
Really good.
Shit, man.
That sounded like my first Schaefer.
I-
Wow.
Wow, you're like
That's
a
like
fucking-
professional sound effect.
I'm telling you, I thought that was a drop from fucking Rich.
Ken Pichelle just ran to the bathroom because his bladder's got to go.
I was
pee.
going to say, it's a bladder emptying. One or the
It
other.
sounds like me in the morning.
Oh my God.
So where we at with?
Do you
our
guys take a piss when you're on the cell phone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I do all the
Sure.
time.
Well, it's the only
I
time.
just I just don't like the.
That's why they made AirPods.
I don't like when I have to flush when I fucking.
It's the
I
only
always
time I
get
get to take a dick
nervous.
pic.
They say our phones.
You know, I once dropped
Oh,
two
look at this.
phones.
Look at this
Two
fucking
phones
loach.
my God.
together.
You
in the
fucking
toilet.
gork. You're a fucking gork. Come on
Wow.
in, gork. You want you fat gork?
Press it on the glass. Yes.
Chris Roach has
Fucking
the,
Chris Roach is in his second trimester.
he has the belly button of a skinny guy and nothing else.
belly
of
button of a
guy.
skinny
He
guy.
has the belly button of a
That is a
skinny man.
small belly
That
button
was
for a
tiny-
relatively large
that was
belly.
It's gonna pop any day.
a very tiny belly button. So, but where are we at with the Christmas shopping thing? Is that you guys started?
I thought you wanted an update on the game.
No, not at all. Not at all.
What was the score again?
My score on Christmas shopping remains at 0.
So you haven't done, and don't you have
No.
9 sons? I mean, when are you going to start, Bobby?
I started with the first one.
Right,
And,
right. No, I don't mean producing.
Oh.
Yeah,
no, I don't
children.
do. I
mean,
don't do any Christmas shopping. No way.
Oh,
Never
really?
did.
Really?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely not.
Even though you guys are on,
Call this fucking guy an Uber. I mean,
Who?
he looks like he
Call
needs to
this
get out
guy
of here.
an Uber.
He needs to get out of here. Are you coming in?
Are you coming in, Friedman?
She's waiting for a fucking
I don't
invite.
have to invite you. You could sit there. You don't say 3
You're
words the whole
standing there.
fucking show anywhere.
You're
Sit down.
standing-
Come on in. Don't worry about it. We're not on. It's like an all man show tonight.
You're standing there like a fucking newspaper boy
boobs.
waiting for a tip.
So Bobby
He's
has.
like,
Come on, Friedman. He's like, don't pick on
yeah,
me.
Merry Christmas. Did you notice the last 3 weeks before Christmas, I put the papers in plastic baggies? Did you notice I started doing that like on November 27th? Did you notice?
You got all your
Like my
coupons
garbage
on
men. My garbage men are fucking amazing. My pails start coming up to the side of my house from the curb on like November 7th. You know?
noticed that?
It's like,
Why?
I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, tip time. Tip time. Then if I give them the nice Christmas tip, they're fucking coming. They're ringing my doorbell to tell me I didn't fucking take my garbage out. You know, it's like, hey, Bobby, you forgot to take your garbage out. You know, you gave us that nice Christmas tip. Thank you. Keep them coming.
God.
Keep them coming.
Keep it coming.
The one thing I always make sure you got to do, you got to tip your garbage man, because those are the guys that actually
absolutely.
like, you know,
Pick up your garbage.
You know, it's
Yes.
either they're gonna put it nicely back on the curb,
Oh,
or
God,
they're gonna
yes.
throw that shit in the middle of Hempstead Turnpike.
I missed one year, and I have to tell you, my garbage was in the street constantly.
Yeah, 1 year I did miss, and that was a couple of years
and
ago.
I felt bad.
And these are guys I fucking know. All right, one of them is Gary Brewer, whose cousin is Jim Brewer.
Okay.
Oh.
He's funny as fuck
catch
too.
your
Oh,
Indians?
God. Love Jim Brewer.
But he was the one. He's bringing my pails right up my driveway. He's putting them all back because the year before I gave him a nice tip. I forgot to give a top fucking tip. The next day after Christmas, the week after Christmas, my garbage pails blew onto Memorial Junior High School's field. He didn't give a fuck anymore about
did
me.
they blow there, or did he toss them there?
Oh, he might have. He might have tossed him.
He did the shot put.
It was a little Sicilian message,
windmill.
you know, wrapped it in some paper, you know.
Give it the big
The garbage pail sleep with the fishes. You know, I was like, what the fuck? So then I came out and I gave a late tip. I ran out. I was just getting up. So I goes, guys, I forgot you. I'm sorry. So I handed them all like $40 each, you know. And the next day, those fucking pails were right back in there. Oh,
Seriously?
yeah.
It's
Seriously?
amazing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I was.
what a
I
little
was,
green
I
will
was,
do.
I was in a fucking. I was like, oh my god, I'm mortified. Wow. You're gonna start telling the whole neighborhood that I didn't fucking give a Christmas tip, and my pails are floating in the creek.
What do you give? What do you give the mail?
Nothing.
carrier? Really?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. Never brought me anything I wanted.
Not even $20?
What do you mean? I
the
never got
mail guy.
anything.
I want the mailman to start leaving my mail at Memorial Junior High School. Okay, that's what I want. I want my mail not to make it to my house. No, you know what it is?
He
Tip
can't
your
do
garbage
that.
and not the mail.
Because the
Wow.
garbage people are my friends.
Look at this.
But the bottom line, hi.
We just got people walking.
The bottom line is, my mailman and girl rotate, and I can never decide.
Well,
who's
that's
what.
nice. Of
I've
them.
had the same guys for 19
Nah,
years.
me, I have not.
Since
I
I've
have
been
not.
moved there. I tipped them the first year. I missed the second year.
I've not.
Dude,
you wanna hear-
he's
you
But
wanna
I
he's
tip
hated
them
me
all.
since.
Yeah, I want to tell you, since I had a mailman that fucking hated me for years, and this is a simple little story. This is what happened, all right? I had a regular mailman that used to come to my door every day, and I had my dog, Dusty, used to come running out the front door and bark at this fucking guy all the time, right?
Dusty Rhodes,
Right.
the American dream.
Dusty fucking hated the mailman, fucking hated But I used to always grab him, bring him back in the house. One day, I got the dog. There's another mailman. He's Chinese. Comes to my house. The dog sees him, decides that it's not the same face, okay? Right? Decides that this is not going to be your day, buddy.
This is Mugugai Pan.
This is going.
This is fried rice and a dumpling.
Check your fortune cookie. You got no winning numbers here, okay? Look, so the dog bursts.
There goes our one Asian audience.
The dog comes out after
Bye, Wang.
The dog comes out after him. So now I grab the dog and I throw him in the yard. And I'm like, throw him in the yard. The guy didn't even see him yet because the dog was freaking out. So all of a sudden, one of my kids opens up the gate. Now the guy's at the neighbor's house now. He's at the neighbor's house. Yeah. The dog runs, goes up to the guy, bites him on his fucking leg, rips his pants down off from the calf. The guy's bleeding. And
God.
I grabbed a shovel from the back of my yard and I ran after the dog. I was like, this fucking dog! Whose dog is this? Whose dog is this? The guy goes, that's your dog. I know that dog. I go, no, it's not a dog. That's not my dog. He goes, I saw the dog come out the front door. I saw him. I go, no, that was not my dog. You're crazy. This dog hangs around my house, always looking for food. It's not my dog. So my daughter came to him. She goes, Daddy, that's not true. That's our dog. That's Dusty. I'm like, the girl's delusional. He goes, no, I think. So now I don't. So now, the guy's gone. He was a substitute that day.
Yeah.
So the other guy's back. I heard nothing. 10 years go by. 10 fucking years go by. I see this guy with his little Vietnamese pith helmet fucking thing on, walking down the block. I go like this. I go, that's him. That's the guy. Oh my God, that's the guy the dog bit. So he walks up to me. I'm saying, you don't remember me. There's no way he remembers. He goes, he looks at me, hands me the mail. He goes, don't tell me that was your dog. I know that was your dog. I was like 10 years later. I was like, it wasn't my dog. I'm telling you now. Then I'm saying statute of limitations. Fuck him. Yeah, it was my dog. Fuck you.
Walking into the studio is Teresa Farrell and Giovanna Gems. How are you, Miss Giovanna? How's everything? Hello, Teresa. What's going on? Jeff Bosey's in the back. What's going on? We have one mic for you two. You might as well sit together on the lap
No
and
problem.
one and talk. Maybe she's a little. Never mind. I'm not going to tell you. I was going to tell you to switch.
What?
I was going to say she's a little thinner than you.
You were gonna. Good.
What's up, Michael Friedman? What's up? All right, listen, Michael Friedman. Happy Thanksgiving to you. We've decided that we might put you out as our man on the town. We're going to give you a microphone soon in 2020.
You're going to start questioning people in the parking lot over by the cow.
You're going
the
you might
bar.
sit in front of the comedy club and start asking people how the comedy was tonight. And to find out who was your favorite comedian and who wasn't your favorite comedian. You're like a correspondent. I could get fired for that, but hey, you never know.
Yeah, you work for governors now. You get a big fat salary.
You know who I want on this
75
show? I want
plus,
Lily
and,
Stolzberg on this show.
Who?
Lily Stolzberg.
Who's Lily Stolzberg?
Oh, News 12.
News
Love
12.
Lily.
Well, you
Giovanna
know,
actually did that
she's
for
great.
KTU. She was a correspondent for KTU.
first of all, why don't you sit next to her? You, lean next to her. Put your
That girl has
put your
good tits on
Giovanna,
top of her
Giovanna,
head.
Giovanna,
Lily
open your
Stolzberg
legs up.
has
Open
good
your legs up
fucking
and put your head in the middle of her
personality.
legs.
I love
All right, there you go. Nice.
There you
There you
go.
go.
baby.
What do you
That's
want
what I
for
want
Christmas?
Christmas.
All right. First of all, Giovanna, I saw some headshots.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Oh,
And-
really? How'd that get out?
And you did a very nice job on all of them. I picked number one. So
You know, when somebody,
number one
when
is
somebody
the
says
winner.
I saw a lot of headshots, you did a nice job on all of them, and I picked them. Well, what the fuck? Where are we
because
going
she
with
was
this?
choosing, she had a headshot that she's using. Jeff, stop ejaculating in your
narrowed it down to
pants.
3.
Jeff, I'm rubbing her ass, and you're wishing it was you.
That voice.
Oh, I so do.
That
I
voice.
so do.
Three
Narrowed
more
down to
shows. That
3.
voice.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Oh my God.
Wow, my freak out.
Wow. Hold on a minute. Can you do that again?
Wow.
We gotta isolate that. Do it. I wanna
Good
get.
morning, good morning, good morning. It's tea time with Teresa. I'm going to tell you about my weekend.
We got a really nice guest.
Oh, the valley
Oh, Teresa, it's spot on.
I'm with Richard Pryor Jr.
I thought it was
and
her.
This week, I'm in Bad Boy this week. We're going to be at the Argyle Theater in Babylon. Manny Arias is going to be Babe Ruth.
Never sleep.
And you know,
Teresa, is there anything you want to talk about? Yes, the bad boy and Ray Negron.
Ray Negron and his wife are going to come to the show. And, you know, David Cohn's going to be there. And Bernie Williams might be there. And I'm going to be there, too. And my pal, what's that guy's name? Steve Vaccaro is going to be there.
Ray has gotten me in really close with a lot of the old black Yankees.
I hung out. They like me. I hung out with Mickey Rivers. I like Dwight Gooden.
Roy White. I love
People
Roy
saw
White.
me with a
Dwight
picture of Dwight
Gooden.
Gooden, and people were like, he's still alive.
Yeah, right?
Dwight
Apparently
Gooden
he
did a promo for me. Did you see my Dwight Gooden promo? And Sal the Voice did a promo for me. Holy shit! We know!
She sat on Dave Winfield's lap last year, too. Don't forget about that, all right? There's a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, my God. They smell
Teresa,
great.
they're just jealous
Teresa.
that you haven't had Jeff Bosey.
Then I have a bigger chest than them. That's
That
what they're
you
jealous
haven't
about.
had Jeff Bosey
Oh,
on the show
besides
yet.
that,
That's
I'm
why.
talking, people, I don't.
How come you weren't asked on sit up, stand up, and shut up? How come you haven't
Me?
been? Yeah, you.
I was. They say they want me as a judge.
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
that's
because-
nice.
That's their way of saying they really don't want you to do the show.
Whatever.
Dylan, tell us what you think.
Jeff, tell them that's how they do it, right?
Exactly.
I'm not judging Jeff though.
I know. I've had-
Well,
I've had,
which
you
was
know.
weird is they had Bonnie Scalise on one night, and then who was the judge?
Flip Wilson.
Somebody was the judge.
No one knows that.
Someone was the judge. They
Here
were all
come the judge.
associated with each other. It was
Here
all
come the
good.
judge.
Bonnie did a really good job. She deserved to win.
Yeah.
But there was like, you're sitting there going, all right, well, he's part of Gov's Radio. Isn't he going to say that
Yeah.
Bonnie Scalise's
Yeah.
it? But they did a good job. It's a
It's
nice.
hard. I think Jeff's being judged by Nigel and Mike Nicolia. Right?
No,
Actually,
Michael-
no. It's going to be Frank Fiella,
Oh, Frank Fiella.
Mike Nicolia.
And, and Nigel Fullerton is coming in for a guest spot.
Okay.
Yes, because Mike
Just to
Nicolia is
break
going to be one of the
balls.
judges.
Because
How did they establish who's qualified to judge and compete? I'm
Someone
really-
told Benny Rizzuti, Teresa needs to judge. And I'm
Oh,
thinking,
okay.
I was actually looking forward to being a contestant and like smacking someone with my, comebacks
comedic,
and
yeah.
stuff. I was looking to, I was looking to be
with
ready
your obviously
for it.
quick wit.
Yeah.
Could I ask you all to share my show?
Yes.
I think I shared it with
Well, they
everybody.
only
anyway.
put judges that are seasoned.
Seasoned.
But Michael
comics.
Nicolia has been doing it less than you, hasn't he?
I don't know how they work.
What
it
year
out.
did you first take your first of 75 comedy classes?
Okay, so today's the 5th.
All right.
I think I'm working on 2.5 years. something
2.5
like that.
years,
Two
okay.
years. Is 2
Gee.
years now. Should be 2, right?
Giovanna, do me a favor. You see that corner up there?
She
Press
was with
that-
me,
Press
Giovanna.
that orange button there. Yeah, please. And then push it down to like 65.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You might have just turned it
All right,
off.
first of
I
all,
had it on.
Giovanna and Teresa, do you guys want any popcorn? We got peanut brittle. You want a beer?
All of this stuff
Giovanna,
is,
you want a beer?
is a delicacy.
You want a beer,
These
Teresa?
are all delicacies.
Teresa, you want to drink yourself a personality?
This is a little bit of brittle heaven.
Teresa, you want to drink yourself a personality?
I am definitely loving this. That's got a little spice
Yeah, it's
to it.
hot.
It's got a little kick.
hot.
So
This peanut brittle's delicious.
your buddy Greg DiFilippo has been sharing your show and my show continually this week. And because of him, we broke records on the amount of views that we had. But now we're probably not. This show's probably going to suck ass because that's
Tea time with Teresa.
Morning.
the funniest thing I've heard.
Richard Pryor Jr.'s
I'm-
coming in.
I'm gonna tell you about my weekend.
I got Richard Pryor. I got Sal the Voice. Yeah. Yes, I got Sal the Voice.
Take it, Itchy.
Sal's coming in. Giovanna Jebsen's coming in. Giovanna's an aspiring actress. She was just with Joe Giannacanacasaro, the homosexual guy from some Sopranos. I was the bartender and Joe was at the bar. He's my friend, and he likes me.
Bought me a drink.
He bought me a drink. He liked me. Joe's really not gay. He was on the Sopranos.
I go to Vincent's. And he hangs out over there all the time. He's trying to sell his fucking cookbook, and
His cookbook.
you feel. I'm serious, and it's called Cooking for the Family. It's called Cooking for the Family, right? Yummy. Yeah, good. So so he sits there, and you get a picture taken with him. You say, "Oh, the guy from The Sopranos," and you realize he was the gay soprano, and you're like, "It's so disappointing." You know?
Was he gay in real life?
No,
or
is he
was
gay in
No,
just
he's not
playing
gay.
it?
He's just fat in real life.
Oh, Vito. That's
Yeah.
that guy. He's been around a lot. I've seen people taking a lot of pictures.
The
with
guy from fucking Vincent stands there, and you go like this to him. You go, "Yes, you got the guy from The Sopranos here," and the guy fucking rolls his eyes. He goes, "Yeah, he never leaves."
So do you think he eats for free there and stuff like that?
I don't think so.
You
no.
know who else is like
Oh,
that?
no, I don't think he does.
You
He
know,
used to.
Wait,
I don't think
you
they.
know?
I think
Talk into the mic.
they've had enough.
You know, Paulie.
Hold on, time out.
He
Why
eats
is
for
the
free.
mic in your ass cheek?
It was.
Oh my
It
God!
wasn't
Now
good.
I'm really turned on.
I was telling you, Bozy was asking her to record for his new fetish film over here. He's like, just keep the
He
mic
eats
by
for
your
free,
ass.
but he definitely eats for free, but he takes
At
care
Vincent's?
of them too. I mean, yeah, but he takes care of the waiters and stuff.
So you know who else is like that? You know Paulie from Rocky, Uncle Paulie.
Yes.
So he's from Port Jeff, and he's at this restaurant 5 times a week, getting absolutely fucking mangled, to the point where half of the wait staff knows him and literally takes him home on like some kind of like 3 or 4 nights a week basis. That this guy gets that fucking mangled over in Port. Yeah, he's up in Port Jeff. Paulie from Rocky, Adrian's brother. Yeah.
Oh,
played it
like
out
true to,
well.
true to
I
character.
forget his name. His actual
I don't know
name.
his
but
name.
Top notch radio. I'm on the phone.
he what do you call it? He's up in Port Jeff. He's getting bombed pretty much every night. And like I said,
Isn't that what he played in Rocky as well?
yeah,
Pretty
well,
much.
that's what they kind of art imitating reality. So. But a lot of these old guys, I mean, think about it. What are you going to do? You're some guy, you had some stardom. Now you're living on Long Island, wherever. You want to be recognized. You want to be out. You got
talking about
money to
Joe?
go and eat, or whoever they
Well,
are.
he's smart though. He's making his he's making his money while he still can on it. Yes. He's
Well,
using it. For,
sure. You
people
know.
know who he is. You want to hear something interesting about that? He asked to be gay on that show. He told me about that.
Oh,
Because
really?
he wanted the character to stand out, and it worked.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you want to give as much conflict as you can to kind of like
Just to fill you in, it was Burt Young who was the
Burt Young.
Burt Young.
Exactly. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he's up in Port Jeff.
That boy was
They actually are
Yeah, but that's what
always.
he's talking about.
They're actually always looking for somebody to kind of like care for him. His family like kind of wants
I
to
went to
pay half-assed money to have this
Where does he
guy
live?
like. He lives up in Port Jeff. Yeah, you should go. You
That's
should get a
far.
drive
That's
driving
too
him around.
far.
Well, that's what it is. It's like at the ends of the earth, and nobody wants to go. I heard you're available for a gig. You want to drive Burt Young around? I feel like you look like you drive Burt Young around in a way. Doesn't he look like you drive Burt Young around?
Yeah, he's in Port Washington.
Yeah, he's up in Port Washington.
Born in Queens.
Born in Queens, yeah. Getting hammered all the time.
Hammered.
That is a big difference. I always
Yeah,
confuse
me
which
too.
one is which. Jefferson's out east.
Jefferson's like this.
Jefferson's way out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Washington's
Jefferson's
like
out
more
east.
north.
Well,
right?
Washington's
It's so
way
far
out
away,
there,
people
too.
abbreviate to Port Jeff.
Yeah.
Right.
it's
Now,
true.
Charlie Myers, pop quiz. What 2 famous movies did he star in?
Jeff Bosey.
Burt Young?
Well, Rocky.
Well, yeah.
And-
definitely
And Rocky 2. There we
Wait,
go.
No,
no, come on.
No, the one with fucking Rodney Dangerfield.
Very good.
Yeah, he was the driver, wasn't he?
Easy Money.
Yep.
No, Back to School.
Back to School.
No,
Oh,
but
yeah,
there's
that's
another
right.
one he even did.
That's right.
He always in Back to School. Yeah,
Back
that's
to School.
obviously he's the
No, he's
driver,
just
right,
Back
yeah,
to
yeah.
School.
You know, I love that movie so much, but I freaking hate the kid who played his son in that movie. I hate that fucking kid.
But now, here's this. What movie did he star from first?
Christine.
Very good. Look at you. You
Yeah.
know all your 80s references.
And he sucked.
I do.
And he sucked in that one too.
80s was the best decade for movies that we'll ever see. in
He
our
was
life.
terrible in
Yeah.
Back to School. That kid. He was not a good actor.
Who's on
But
scene?
I was
love-
born in
I-
1980. Yeah.
I loved, what was it?
I
Downey
got no
Jr.
respect
that was
for
in that?
Bobby
Great.
Downey.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
one of his first things.
Yes, it was
awesome.
great.
He was
Yes.
a freak in that movie, and he was perfect at it.
Yep.
Well, this
He had the
I
list
said
of
to
it-
my son's watching. I go, "That's Iron Man."
Yeah.
And he's like, "That is not." I go, "Yeah, it is."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
What's his name?
This list of
Robert
movies is
Downey
amazing.
Jr.
For who, Burt Young?
Well, he was in
Oh.
Less Than Zero was like one of his first, right?
Yeah, he was.
Is that what you're talking about? That
No, he
movie?
was in Back to School.
Was he?
He's
Oh,
got to be
yes,
76.
that's
He
right.
was
I'm
the
guessing.
son's
That's
best friend.
right, that's
Born
right,
1940.
That's right.
Oh, he's older
So
than that.
Robert Downey?
79.
Burt Young.
Burt Young.
76.
79.
I guess 76,
79.
79.
Oh yeah. I thought you
He's
meant-
still
I
kicking,
thought you
huh?
meant Robert
And
I'm
he's a
Downey
surprised.
painter.
Jr.
A painter and a writer.
He does.
Look
He
at
has
this
paint-
list of movies from Burt Young. Ready? Look.
Yeah, he's
at
in a
this.
bunch of shit. He's got to supply his drinking habit. What do you mean? He's
That's only up
probably
to 2000.
Yeah,
He's in a lot of movies.
Oh, Zimmerman's here.
So and then the thing is, when you take him home drunk, he wants to take you inside and show you all his paintings. That's the other thing. That's the other part of the
Tony
story.
Bennett paintings.
He
Yes,
does a lot
big
of paintings,
painter.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't put him in the fucking Irishman. It's like every Italian over the age of 55 got in that fucking movie. I'm surprised they didn't put good old Burt Young in there.
Oh, in The Irishman?
Yeah.
Should've made a
I'm
little
telling
I
you.
heard that movie was. Some people say it was great. Some people say it was horrible.
If I have to hear, I mean, if I got to hear about how fucking long it is one more time, we know it's 3.5 hours long. If you're not wanting to invest that amount of time, don't watch it. Who cares? Break it off into segments. Make an hour, an hour, an hour, an hour, or a half hour at the end. You know, figure it out.
So what did you think of the movie?
I didn't watch it. It's too long.
How long?
Really? It bothered me when somebody said that.
I heard it's 3.5 hours.
That's a touchy subject talking about that Irishman movie.
What do we do about Joey Zaza? Kill him.
Exactly.
Let's make him dead, Mikey.
So, Gemma, your name is. Let's Giovanna.
Yes, sir.
So tell us what you came into Limo Talk to talk about. What do you have going on? You have any shows coming up or
Tuesdays at 10 is Tea Time with Teresa.
Well, everybody comes in
You
here.
got any shows coming up?
Everybody comes in here to plug to our tens and tens
Actually,
of audience.
Giovanna just finished filming an independent movie.
That sounds
Silence of the Lambs Part 2.
That sounds like the most baited.
What?
You know what she just said?
Not unless you tell me.
Hold on. It's my show.
Listen,
I'm hanging out
tell
with
everyone
Graz.
that you just finished. You just finished a movie. You just finished a movie.
I just finished a movie.
Okay, tell us about the movie. What's the name of the movie?
The movie's named The One.
Oh, it's called The One. All right.
Yes. And it's a mob comedy, right?
Yeah.
No, it's
Well,
a
you're gonna
mob-
know what we know what the sequel to that movie is gonna be
It's not
called.
a mob comedy.
nice
It's
scene
a-
with- I
The
have a
two.
nice
Yeah,
scene
that's
with
it.
It's not a mob comedy. It's a
I
mob
have a
horror.
nice, a good
The
scene.
one
Let
two.
her talk.
Hey, the one
Let's
two.
hear about the fucking one over
The
here.
one two.
I have a good, nice scene with Joe, which is nice. So that would be good for my reel.
With
The
Joe.
guy who played
From
Yeah,
Sopranos.
from Sopranos, who played Vito.
Oh, so
I
you-
I have a
so
one-on-one
you
scene
flipped
with
him.
him.
You
I
flipped
thought
him.
you were trying to set me up for
Oh,
the
made him straight.
Joe Who and then Joe Mama. I thought you were
No,
trying to set
that
me
was
up for that joke. No, okay.
That'd be
I
good.
thought he was
So-
like a Joe Pesci.
She walked into my studio. They didn't know my name.
I knew it. I was just kidding.
Pay no attention to him. He
I thought Graz was the guy with the ponytail, the bouncer guy.
no, that's Handsome Dan.
Oh, yes. What's
Right.
his last
Nobody
name?
makes fun of handsome Dan's bone.
Exactly.
I
So
thought he was Graz for some reason.
Romano?
I feel bad now.
It is. It's Anthony Graziadei.
Oh,
so
don't
they
say
call him
that. No,
Graz.
you know. Wait, just I know
can call
where
him Graz.
I
This
know
is
where that
great.
whole thing went, but we're just gonna
We're
just gonna
walk away
gonna
from
skate
that.
over
So
it?
back to the movie
Yes,
that
yes.
you're. So are you starring?
I have a supporting. I'm
What's
supporting
What's the movie?
it. It's called The One.
The One.
The movie's called The One. Okay,
Yes.
and who's the director of this movie?
Sarah Martin.
Sarah Martin. Yes, that's her
Martin.
name.
Sarah Martin. Okay, I think she friend requested me on Facebook. Filmmaker from.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
she might have definitely.
So when did this movie start? When did
When
you
we started
guys go into
filming,
production?
Like 4 months ago, and then I just did our last shot on November 25th, and I think it's going to be out in January.
It's going to be out in January.
I think it's going to be that fast. Yeah, she said she was in editing already. So.
And
We'll see.
do you have a rough idea of? Do you have a rough idea of what the movie's about?
Oh yeah, it's about internet.
It's a mob
dating.
horror.
It's like it's like mob related.
That
but
that
it's,
really popular genre, mob horror,
yeah,
right?
but it's more about that. These people are like internet dating, and then
Internet dating,
internet
right?
Things that go wrong.
and things that go wrong. And this girl basically, it's a setup with her husband, and she's bringing these guys in and robbing them, and then she winds up killing one of them or something.
So I actually,
Wow.
I actually
I'm a
played,
bartender.
she's a bartender. I actually
Oh, you
played,
wiggled your way in there
I
too?
actually
Teresa?
She had a little
played
cameo.
I have a cameo. I actually played
Do you play a Long Island
a
housewife?
patron in
She
the
plays
bar.
an annoying bitch.
And
Plays in
no,
a
no, no,
radio
no,
house.
no, no. Excuse me. Sarah
It was
said
a
to
stretch.
Me, Teresa, do me a
Did you
favor.
film this the same time as your Coasters commercial, or was this
No,
separate?
it was
okay.
after.
I love that
So she says
commercial.
to me, do me a favor, improv with G. So I said, okay, I'm going to improv. So she's like, just throw out some lines. I'll let you know what I like, right? So basically, I'm trying to get a drink from her. She's not paying attention to me. She's flirting with the guys at the bar, okay? So really nicely, I say, excuse me, can I get a drink, please? And she ignores, ignores me. And then finally, I'm like, "Yo, princess, can I get a drink over here?"
Wow.
And that's when Sarah cracked up and she goes, "That's the one you go with." And I was like, "Okay."
So how did you come across this opportunity to do the show, or the movie?
I actually,
Backstage, right?
backstage. I just applied on backstage. For
Oh,
it.
so you were on
Then I-
backstage. So she
I
was putting it out
auditioned
there
and-
for talent and
Yes.
whatnot, and you were blind, and you got so cool. It's going to be coming out. You said January.
Should
You're
be
thinking.
January, I think. Yes,
And were you compensated for this?
I was.
Wow,
I was.
very nice.
There's
very
more
nice.
to come, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's a lot of indie films getting made as always, and I
This is
think
the best
now
time.
it's
I did acting many years ago, and then I stopped for a while, and then when I came back to New York, I was like, I'm gonna get back into it, and this is the best time to do it because there's so many channels, there's so many things to do.
Talk
You can
about
do
movie
anything.
stars. She's been with a lot of movie stars out in L.A.
Oh yeah, tell us
Oh,
about
yeah.
it.
Don't really give a shit.
Well,
Don't really,
Graz's butthurt.
don't really give a shit.
Graz's
You don't know my
butthurt that
name?
she had
You
no
don't
give
You
a
walk
shit.
in my
You
studio.
take
You
a
walk in my
shit.
studio.
Welcome back.
Do you know his name? The guy looks like. Do you see that guy right there?
Graz.
No, he's not Keith Hernandez. That's Bobby Inzarello. One of the most secret comics.
He's a secret
Graz.
weapon. He's your
He's a
secret
secret
weapon.
weapon. See that guy? That's Charlie Myers. He's my favorite.
Charlie-
He's loyal to
Charlie,
me.
the winter
He's not
beard's
very
gotta
happy
go.
you don't know who the fuck I am. See
Graz,
that-
wait.
What?
Before you go on, do you know who she thought was Anthony Graziadei?
Him.
No, Dan Romano.
Oh,
She goes, I thought Anthony Graziadei was the guy with the ponytail. I go, shut up! Don't say that out loud. He's gonna hear.
Thanks,
it.
Charlie.
Love you to
Hold
death.
on.
Love you to death.
Hold on, I was gonna say hello to you. Hold on.
How you doing, Giovanni?
Hey,
How you
Dan,
doing?
how are you?
I'm
How's
doing all
everything?
right. They won't let me in here anymore. You know? I got to sneak. Oh, look at this.
Kevin.
What's going on,
Come here,
baby?
Kev. You want to? Kevin, you know everybody? We're having a.
I think so, yeah. I don't know the green guy.
Hey,
No,
Kev.
that's Scrubs. That's Scrubs. That's my.
Kevin
No,
Downey
no,
Jr.
no.
Downey Jr. Come sit.
Scrotum.
I
Scrotum.
got to rub it.
Loving the suit.
When's your
Loving
next
the
show?
suit.
Thank you. My next show is the Poconos this weekend. I love the green guy, and I would not ever steal a cigar from anybody.
You know what? You know what? Take it.
Nice.
Take it. No, take it.
Nice,
Take,
huh?
take
No,
it.
you enjoy it.
It's from the
Cuba.
Huntington Humidor. Huntington Humidor for Kevin Downey Jr. Yeah, take it.
Big hug
Take
from
it.
Kevin
Huntington
Downey.
Kevin,
Humidor.
big question for you.
Do I smell?
You know
do I
his
smell
name.
All right. All right. What'd you say?
Do you
He
know
don't
his
my
name?
name. He don't. Kevin Downey Jr. don't know my name.
This is Rich Carucci.
It's Graz. It's Graz. I'm tired. Nobody knows my name.
Oh, shit.
This
Holy
certainly-
shit. Kevin Downey Jr. don't know my name. Gino Jeffs don't know my name. Do you fucking know my name?
I know your name.
Hemorrhoid?
Holy shit.
Oh, wait a minute. This certainly is not Cheers for you. I mean, this is like
Where
you gotta be kidding.
everybody knows
Nobody
your
knows
name.
It's
your
just so
fucking-
fucking.
Wait, you
I'm
know my
here
name? Look up the
4
number by the
years.
Beatles.
I can't.
You know my name.
I
Look
fucking
up the number.
4 years. I can't.
You.
This fucking.
You know.
This one.
You
who
know
I,
my
I
name.
follow her. I follow. I talk about her all the time. She thinks I'm. Dan.
You know my name.
I thought he was.
You know
Anthony
my name.
Graziadei was the guy with the ponytail.
You know my number one. You know my number two. You know my name.
Are you kidding me?
You know my
And then
name.
Kevin Downey Jr. takes a $25 a car from Huntington.
Shit.
From Huntington, Humidor.
Figuratively shoves
That
it
is
up
a
your ass.
$25 cigar.
Damn.
And from Huntington Humidor,
And not one joke.
who
He
is the
didn't
greatest.
take-
if I'm
you
correct-
gave it to him, and he learned your name at that moment.
He goes, what do he call me? Rick Sprocket? Who do he call
Yeah,
me? Richie Calucci?
Mr. Sprockets from
Wesley
Jetsons.
Wallace or something.
Holy shit. All right, hold on. Michael Friedman, you don't get to talk too much. Do you know my name?
Raz.
Good. Thank you.
Wait.
So
What's
back.
that? Wait, play the. What is that? Anthony Graziadei. Cue the crickets.
No, I'm playing the theme from
La, la,
Cheers.
la.
Oh.
No, Cheers.
Where nobody knows your name.
You know what? I am now, to the bosses at Governors, to our following on Facebook,
You're invisible.
I am now on strike. It is now Limo Talk with Bobby Inzarello, Charlie Myers, and brought up extraordinary Richie Zarelli.
You're in O'Toole jail.
Let's go
I'm in-
Cowboys.
I'm in Facebook jail. Who is this gentleman?
Holy shit.
Hi, who is that?
We got more.
I think he did a Cracker Jack commercial in the
Harry
70s.
All right. What's your name?
Doctor.
The proctologist.
Hello, Mr. Frieden. My name is Graz. Come in. Nice to meet you. It's okay. Now you just
Hop into the limo, everybody
Well,
else.
see what happened is
Get
Larry.
his name wrong, you're out of here.
I don't mean.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Larry David.
Ah!
It's Larry David, ladies and gentlemen, in studio.
Sign my
It's my show.
Yeah.
But she comes in and goes, she's been coming here for about 6 months now.
Right.
She goes, I don't know your name. What's your name? My name is Graz. So then Kevin Downey Jr.
my
just
God,
took
get over it.
Kevin Downey Jr. just took a $25 cigar out of my scrubs. He don't know my fucking name. He goes, it's Rick Carlucci. I go, no, my name is Graz. So now, my name is Graz. What's your name?
I just want to say something. You need decaf, man.
You look like Larry David.
I know. I get that. I'm Ben Stein.
Oh my
Ben
God.
Stein, yes.
No, Larry David.
Yeah, Larry
little bit
David,
Larry
really.
David.
You wish
Larry,
you had
Larry
his money.
David without the
Dr.
huge amount of
Friedman
money.
in the house.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You bush your hair in the side.
And he gets laid a lot too.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
What do
I
you
don't.
get now? What do you
I
get
don't.
now,
I'm
Dave?
married 31 years, so
Hey,
you know.
God bless.
Get
Yeah.
nothing.
31 years.
It's 31 years.
That's no sex.
I
No.
married
That
her
equals
2
no
days after
sex.
I met her, and it wasn't because she was pregnant, but at $500 an hour, you know, you do what you have to. What the hell kind of show am I on here?
Oh, you're on a good
This
show.
I'll tell you about it. It's called Limo Talk, and the premise is we're all hanging out
We're
in the
hanging
back
out
of
in
a
the car.
limo. And we just,
We're sitting in
yeah.
a small room the size of a closet.
I have a limo.
Oh, you do?
Oh,
Okay.
I have,
Limo's
I
bigger
have a
than this
limo
room.
company.
I'm Graz.
Yeah, hi. My name's Anthony Graziadei. I have a limo company.
The longest running show.
How you
Here we
doing?
go.
Because he has to
I've
get that
been here
bragging.
the longest. I started this station.
3 years.
love it.
I have a limo company.
There you go.
I got
Bring it on, because you know what? You got 3 more fucking shows, and you know what? The new year.
Greg DiFilippo tuned out.
You're out. I'm looking. You know what?
I hear you.
Oh, let's go.
I'm officially looking for a new female co-host with you and me and
Graz is going to war tonight.
Let the evil
Because
flow
Graz said to
through
me, either it's me
you.
or a younger female.
We're officially looking for a
And you know what I
female
say?
co-host.
Oh.
if I identify as
Okay, wait. Who do you vote for?
Why don't you just,
A female
for a little dog, he's got a loud bark.
He is an excited gentleman.
Yeah,
And
he
can
is.
sweat through 3 shirts per episode. Did
Is
you
that
know
right?
that? Yes,
Okay,
he's
okay.
very excitable. He just wants to, the people to come on to know who he is.
Right,
And that's
right.
all.
You're in and
Which
then
is
I'm in.
fine with me. I never knew who he was, but now I do, and I don't forget it.
Is this being taped right now?
It
is.
is.
This is being taped?
Yes, it is.
is.
This goes all
Oh,
over.
that little camera? Okay.
This will be all over.
GubsRadio.com.
Okay, got it. Okay. All
All
right.
right, you'll be up in about 3 hours.
He's trying to really ascertain that he's not wasting his fucking time right now.
That's exactly right.
Exactly. He really is. He wants.
I
He
see-
wants to know this is
I
going to
see
do
5
something.
people in a little studio, Gubs Radio,
Yeah, we'll
and
share.
I'm just thinking, I'm a medical doctor by day,
Right?
and I don't waste time with my patients.
Oh, you're a doctor?
Yes, I am. Yeah. Would you like? If you'd like, I do.
Proctologist,
I do
right?
free breast
What kind of
exams.
doctor? What kind of doctor?
I do free breast exams
You
if you want
do?
to come out to my
I need
car.
a good exam.
Um,
You wanna come out to
No,
my
I'm a
car?
general practitioner,
It's
but
called
I
a
do a lot of
scammogram.
surgery.
It's a scammogram.
Oh, very good. Very good. Yeah.
You can use that. You
So
can
go,
use that,
go
Larry.
on. There is actually somebody listening. I'm listening to what you're saying. So just continue
All right.
talking.
No, I am actually. I got written up in Newsday last year as one of the top 7 doctors in my field.
Really? And what field is that?
I have no idea.
General practitioner.
No, I got the fact is that I got written up as one of the top 7, and I think for good reason because when a patient's not doing that good, I pull the plug so they can't write a review. Yeah. Don't fucking interrupt my jokes.
That was fucking. I like that.
Thank you.
I don't ever want a doctor like that.
Yes,
No.
you-
Leave my plug alone.
Yes, you do.
I say that.
You have
Long as
hair
you're not
plugs.
yanking
That's
the
all.
chain, right?
Is that your real hair?
Yeah.
That's
come
pretty
over,
good.
touch.
You want me to pull it?
That's pretty good.
I want you to.
No,
I like it.
That is a gorgeous set of hair.
I've been a comedian. How old are you? 53. All right, I've been a comedian for 40 years.
Wow.
Oh, God bless.
What's your take on the State of the Union?
I'm not a Trump fan.
She meant the comic union.
That's okay. You could just keep going with
But
that.
his wife is hot, melanoma.
Oh man, melanoma.
He's doing his
No,
best.
here's my take on the State of the Union. We're very divided. You got people with the Tea Party, you got people with the Green Party. So I just joined the Green Tea Party.
Oh, delicious.
And it's much better for you.
We're just shut up.
Very
Just
healthy.
shut up. I got a punchline.
Oh, there you go.
We're a very small group of angry antioxidants and free radicals. Thank you. You can't get a joke in. There's like 15 people here.
No, we're gonna sit quiet for a minute. Go.
Okay. No. So here's the thing. Trump, he got the ISIS guy, El Baghdadi, And he said he died like, what's his name? I forget his name.
That was good enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he said he died like a dog, and meanwhile, the dog was the hero. If the dog had died, he would have said he died like El Baghdadi.
Right.
But it's 20 years now. We still got to worry about ISIS. So earlier today, I went to Ralph's ISIS, and I said, I'm done with you people. Just saying. Just saying. That's.
So were you in the main room yet?
Yeah, I was.
And did you kill in there?
35 years ago, Teresa.
I did good.
They
were really. They
if
were
he's
really.
been doing comedy 40 years and he hasn't made the main room, I mean, we got a problem.
Listen, I was in the main room. Guys, I was in the main room years ago with John DeResta.
I used to perform here a lot. I haven't been here for a while, and I just started coming back after a while. I do a lot of corporate shows where I am a fake expert for corporate shows. So they introduce me at Coca-Cola as like a new VP, or they introduced me. I did Los Alamos Nuclear Lab recently, where I was from the Department of Homeland Defense. I mean, Homeland Security and Department of Defense, and they thought I was real. No, they introduced me. Everybody thinks I'm real. They don't know I'm doing comedy, and I start by, I learned the stuff. I learned everything I could about nuclear, and the second guy in command of Los Alamos Nuclear Lab hired me, and they brought me in. What?
To run the reactor?
No. To come in and get everybody laughing because these people were all being let go. The whole company of Bechtel was being switched around, and they brought me in to kind of get these people laughing on a sad night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you get a gig? I mean, how would you ever get a gig like that? We want somebody to be a fake guest speaker at our company, whatever.
I have contacts with a lot of speaker bureaus, and I've been doing that for
speaker bureau
and lecture agencies.
You know what? We'd love to do that.
Can we fucking write that down? Speaker bureaus, and what was the other one?
Lecture agencies.
Lecture agencies.
I need to do that.
You know what you could do now? You got to make believe you're the new guy who bought the Mets. You pull that one off.
I've been on WFAN as a fake sports fitness doctor. I was on with Keith Hernandez on a show called Clint Holmes' New York at Night, and he thought I was a real sports fitness doctor. It's on my site. It's on my website.
That's funny.
And I was also on WFAN as a guy that teaches players to cheat.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
should go work for the Astros. Oh, or did you already get fired?
I'm the guy that did that.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the yeah.
I love it.
Could see
love
that.
it.
Yeah.
And
That's a lot of fun.
And if you don't mind me asking, because I'm like this when it comes, what does a gig like that? Now you don't have to say on average.
No, I can tell you because it's like
they
you
come
can
in,
look me up on the line and you'll see
and you'll see your pricing.
You
okay.
see pricing.
You see that's what I like. You got to be frustrated.
So I am between 7,500 and 10 grand. But if something local comes around, I do it.
Fucking Graz just reached for his wallet when you said that. He's like, "How much is this fucking guy?" Graz, we're not getting charged that. He charges corporate events that.
Yeah.
Okay.
7,500.
But there is stuff that's smaller where it's local, where the numbers are different. But if you're doing a conference that's a decent conference, and it's like you're having like a serious conference for whatever, that's the fee. And I'm low. I'm low.
You see?
Yeah.
What's a high end? Let's say Maniscalco gets.
Yeah, maybe. Really? Yeah, he would probably be 100 to 250. I'm friends with Ray Romano, and I was like asking him.
Name drop.
I took a picture with Ray Romano.
Yeah, okay. Guilty as charged.
I took a
Let's
picture
hear
with
your
Romano
name drop.
cheese.
I don't have any. You're my name drop.
I was
Harry
act-
Friedman. There he is. Name drop. Hey.
I was actually I wrote a couple of blogs about things where I've met celebrities, which I've met a lot, but some of them are like tiny.
Name a couple.
I sat next to Peter Fonda for
Name
5
drop.
hours in first class cross country when he was coming to New York to promote Uli's Gold.
That's cool.
So he's telling me all these stories about John Lennon and his father and his sister and everything. And it was amazing. It was like amazing. But then I met people for 3 minutes or something, and I just was writing about all these people I met. So one of my
Who
blogs.
are you most impressed by out of all the people you met, other than Charlie Myers from the Limo Talk with Graz? That's me.
Who am I most impressed with?
Whoa! Come on, Rich. That was a real Come on, Richard. I know you don't know what's going on. I'm trying not to be spoiled for the score, and Rich is.
Oh, there's a game?
But we are listening.
21 to 13.
Whoa, come on, Bozy. Don't be a douche.
Thursday Night Football.
Please, let's not talk about it. I'm interested in what you're saying. Go on. Who's the most interesting and why?
That's a
The
tough
most
one.
interesting person you've met 40 years of comedy and why?
That's a tough one.
The
That's a real
answer is
tough one.
Jeff
I only
Bosey.
asked
Say the
my
name,
I've
Jeff
met a
Bosey.
lot of interesting people. I used to love Pat Paulson. I got to open for him for a couple of days, and he was an idol of mine, and he was as nice as could be. I was friends with. Okay. I was friends with, you know who Richard Jenny was? Richard Jenny was a friend of mine. I used to open for him.
Richard's great.
And he was the funniest guy I knew off stage and on stage to hang with, or on stage. He was the funniest comedian I knew well.
Right.
And
Bobby liked what's the guy, the boxing guy?
Oh, Bobby Nelson.
Bobby Nelson.
yeah, he's great. Oh, he's great.
Now,
Yeah, he's
let
great.
me
Yeah.
ask you this.
Yeah.
40 years ago, when you're getting into comedy, they have open mics like this that you just
Not
go
like
to a
this.
mic and perform comedy?
They're in the city. I started in Florida because I went to law school and quit down there, but I'm from here. I'm from Freeport originally.
All right.
And I was down in Florida, and I started like following some bar comics around, and I was like, okay. And then
Wait, this is
Wait, you
before
were like a
Twitter, so that
stalker?
sounds very
Yeah, I was gonna
stalkerish.
say you were like a stalker.
No, I
Now
watched
you follow
them.
somebody, it's
No,
fine.
no,
40
no.
years ago, you follow someone, they call the cops on you.
No, not that way. I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
I
You
met
follow
them.
a
I was
I used to
watching their
follow
shows.
Bobby Nelson, or I used to
I watched
follow-
their shows. It was like, you mind if I, pick your brain, whatever? And I'm watching them, studying them, and it's like, okay. And then when I came back to New York, I went to the city, and I started hanging out. And yeah, there's open mics, there were bringers, there was hanging out. I didn't do a lot of that stuff. I was sort of like, I had 2 years under my belt when I came back, so I was like, okay, at least I got something.
Mm-hmm.
Did the city, did all the city clubs, the Improv, Catch, Cellar, all this stuff. And 10 years later, I got my first corporate put on. It was like, oh, this is what I want to do.
Wow.
Because this
Yeah, I
pays
can
a lot
see,
more
for
money.
$7,500.
Anywhere from like 15 to 30. Yeah.
That many?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, so you're really killing it.
Who's your biggest client?
I've done. One guy has hired me 3 times. He was the director of Yankee Nuclear, and when they were closing, he brought me up 20 years ago. He was then director of Yucca Mountain Nuclear when they were putting all the waste, and that got stopped. And then he's the same guy that
Were you
brought me.
upset when that got stopped because of the waste? You're like,
The
fuck,
more
this was
when
a
I
great
no
gig.
when I learned
Like,
about
fuck
it.
this.
He's a legend. At least he knows my name.
No, when I learned it.
You don't get a fucking. You don't even get to get on a mic.
When I learned about the nuclear waste, it was like, yeah, we got to put it somewhere because right now it's
She'll be
just sitting
screaming
around
it
the
tonight
country.
while
and
she's
it's bad.
sleeping.
It's scary, yeah.
So you must have a lot of nice suits and stuff you go wear to these
I have
corporate
like 2
things.
suits. I wear
Oh,
one.
really?
I'm not. I put a suit on when I need it for these things. That's it. Otherwise,
Weddings
I
and
dress like
funerals.
this.
No, but I'm figuring you got a nice
Okay.
wardrobe of suits. You wear these
Nah.
corporate things.
Nah.
What is the most people you performed in front of?
Go ahead.
Westbury Music Fair,
Hi, you're live on
2800.
Limo Talk. Who's this?
Yeah.
What do we got?
Opening for Ray Romano.
Limo Talk, it's Graziadei. Who's this?
Hey, what's up, Graz? What's up, Anthony?
Dennis Murphy.
Oh, Dennis.
Dennis,
Go on, guys.
I gotta go help out
all
in a
right.
second. Give me. I gotta go.
Yeah,
in a second.
Dennis, hold on a minute.
You gotta do the baskets.
Yeah, I gotta help with the baskets. I mean, I don't have
Well,
to.
thank
but
you
I
for coming in,
volunteered, so-
Harry.
Well, hold on. He's wrapping up
Let
something.
Let me ask you
else.
something.
Just
Where
like
are you going to be in the next couple of months?
I swear to God.
This Saturday, I'm in Connecticut doing a birthday party at somebody's home. I do a lot of stuff like roasting, and things like
L'chaim.
that.
Okay.
So I get a lot
At
of that.
houses, huh? Do
Yeah,
they-
yeah.
That's awesome.
Restaurants, houses,
So
whatever.
now on something like that,
So
how
I'll
many
come in-
people? How many people?
This one will probably have like 25 people.
hiring a
This one's in the home, so it's anywhere from like 20 to 50. But I do a lot of roasts. I also make videos that are "This is your life," but they're funny. So it's like,
Have you ever popped out of a cake?
no,
just wondering if that was part of
I-
something you offered.
no, I know my wheelhouse.
Exactly.
Popping out of a cake? No, I would not do that. No.
Well, listen, Harry, we appreciate you coming
thank
in
you.
and
It was
sharing
fun.
with us and
It was fun.
giving us a little
Okay.
insight on your 40 years
It
of
was
comedy.
beautiful
Where
meeting
can they find you? What's your website? And give us a
Harry
little
Friedman,
availability.
Harry Friedman, FREEDMAN.
You want to
.com.
Facebook, Harry? Can we be friends?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, not you.
Go on.
That's Graz.
That was mean. I'm
That's
sorry.
Harry Friedman. Go on. We're mean here.
I guess the next time I get a limo ride, it's going to have a
Are
flat
you
tire.
on Facebook, Instagram?
I am on Facegram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, but I really haven't done much on it.
All
But
right,
I'm.
so you're at 5,000, right? Because I could only message you.
That's me.
Yeah,
Wow.
but it just says message. I can't friend request you.
Really?
Harry has
Yeah, you got
reached
too
the
many
limit
friends.
of friends on Facebook.
I didn't think I had that many.
Yeah, I'm gonna say hi.
Everybody loves a little Harry.
So that's great. We really appreciate you coming in.
You guys were
I
fun.
hope, you know, you get it. And if you ever want to
Okay.
come back, reach out to us. Great to have you.
You
Harry
got it.
Friedman, guys.
Thank you.
ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen.
Thanks, Harry.
Thank
Nice to
you.
meet you. Nice to meet you. All right.
Mr. Friedman, I just want to
You
say
know what?
one
Hold
thing.
on.
Wait.
All right.
Now let's talk about Teresa's tits.
Yeah.
No, he said you're the best.
No, he just told Graz he's got nice breasts. He just told me I had breasts.
Yeah.
Giovanna don't know my name.
He complimented you.
Yeah, he said you're the best. I know. Yeah, that's what
Friedman,
you'll be
thank you
saying.
again. Hey, if you're working January 5th,
job,
I got a
Larry.
birthday. I might
Oh,
want you to
shut
come for the
up.
roast.
You just got
Hey,
in. You're not allowed
listen,
to, you're not allowed to talk to
listen,
anybody.
Bobby, you lost
Sit
control of the
down.
show.
You know what? About 2 seconds,
finally
when
got
you
a
go
microphone.
through the fucking window, I won't lose the show.
Listen, take it easy, Goldberg. It's fine. You're retired. Enjoy it.
Bye, Harry.
Hi, Harry.
Harry Friedman,
Harry
thank you very
Friedman.
much.
Great guy.
Like I knew Harry.
Okay, so now that
great.
Mr. Freeman is gone, Gemma Gems, we're back to hearing about The One. This is what we were talking about
A
before.
wonderful new film. So
This is
exciting.
a mafia horror movie. It is directed and produced, I guess, by Miss Sarah Martin.
Correct.
It's going to be coming, and nobody. I want to see it. I love these
Okay,
indie
How
movies.
did mafia
Wait,
horror
hold
movie
on.
even work out? What? It's just they cut it open to like the house, and then all of a sudden the cops come in. It's like, I guess we're screwed. End of film. That's it.
Let me interject here real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
I got to piss off Graz a little bit more. You ready, Graz?
What? I was sleeping. I'm sorry. That was
He's
me snoring.
hibernating
You ready,
I
Graz?
apologize. I was snoring.
Graz
So,
needs
she
to
wants me to
winter
fucking
months.
shut up, Zimmerman. She wants me to fucking plug a show. She don't even know my name is.
It's a movie.
Shut up, Mike, or whatever the show is.
I don't want you to plug
Are we
it.
getting any royalties first from plugging this movie? Yes or no?
I wanted
don't
to.
know.
I was
That-
interested
that-
to
don't
hear
even
about
bother.
it.
Don't even
Well,
bother.
I got to piss off Graz a little bit more. So with all my extra whoring around, I was actually also an extra in The One.
Of course you are.
Really?
Of course you are.
Everybody's
You're the guy. You're the guy that's getting
Every
taking-
Long Island
you're the guy
comic
that's
was
taking
in
it
The
the
One.
pooper, Posey.
I'll
You're the guy that
take it
gets it
there.
in the pooper.
Bozy, what
I'll
do you,
take it there.
What do you play on in the movie?
I
fucking
play
him.
transgender penis.
How'd you know? Damn it! I played. I was trying to play Bobby, but unfortunately, I couldn't get the mustache down right.
You couldn't.
Gotta
you
work
couldn't
that
tell.
mustache, baby.
It's not really about monsters. It's about internet
It's
dating.
the
That's what
flavor
it's about.
saver.
Gone wrong.
What is it? Internet dating?
Yummy, yeah.
Yeah, internet dating gone wrong.
How you,
Internet
how you
dating
doing
on-
on a dating circle? You still with that guy? I don't know. Some guy. Some
She's
guy you went out.
available.
I'm waiting for you,
She's
Brian.
available.
Oh, I'm
Waiting
married
for
with 4
you.
kids. You got
I got another partial score here. It's 31.
Oh my!
How about them Cowboys?
Oh, cue the crickets.
Oh,
Hey, here we go. Oh, he's leaving. And he's
Mr.
gone.
Mike the
And he
Call.
walked out. And he walked out.
Crickets already. You leave? You leave without saying hi?
What's
up?
You had a request.
I had a request. Wait, time out. Mike Nicoli
I had a
is here.
request. Wow, it smells like a boys' locker room
Oh,
in here.
God, it smells like
Let's go.
ass in here. You had a
So
request.
Anthony had a specific request. He goes, "Bring Megan Friend in here. She's hysterical." So here she is. There you go.
Megan Friend, I'm Graz. How are you?
Hi, Graz.
How you
Nice
doing?
to
How's
meet
everything?
you.
I'll
I'm
tell you why
good.
you were requested. Tony Landolfi, you know who he is?
Yeah.
He's on Three's Company. And I asked him about some up-and-coming comedians, and he mentioned you right away. We weren't friends. I reached out to you. You were friends with Nicole. You're doing a show with him. I said, Mike, who I talk to all the time, who loves me. Cue the crickets, by the way, Mike Nicole. He asking me, he's like, helped me out in big situations and asked me not to cue the crickets because I call them crickets. But anyway, to get back to the story, I asked him to have you come on to my show because you're an up-and-comer and I want to hang out with you.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Pretty creepy, right?
I was creeped
Yeah.
out. I sat here
Ask
creeped
her
out.
about some sick, messed up stuff because she loves to reflect on that.
All right. First of all, here, let's. That's Michael Friedman. That's Charlie Myers. That's Bobby.
know
Inns.
Charlie.
That's Bobby Inns. That's Teresa Farrell.
I know Teresa.
That's skip the one in the black. You don't want to talk to her. Forget about her. That's Richie Z. That's Mike Zimmelman.
I know Mike.
And that's Jeff Bosey. You know Jeff Bosey?
Yeah, I know Jeff.
All right.
How you doing, beautiful?
So what's up?
We have
Tell me some
all-
sick
we-
shit and that you like.
Some
to,
sick shit.
Yeah.
I gotta I need a prompt.
We've
or
all
something.
You
had
want
to
a drink or something? You need a prop.
a prompt. No, a prompt. Like I'm just
Give her a
You need
topic.
like a topic to give her.
Or a question or something.
We've all had to either go on after her and see the looks of disappointment about how much funnier she was than us, or go on before her when they still had hope, and then see them laugh a lot harder at her jokes than ours. So we all have experience with Megan. That's good.
Well,
great.
then that ties into we were looking for a new girl co-host for our show. Maybe you should come in and hang out with us, and we could kick Teresa out of here for 2020.
Graz is the king of
Teresa, you've
pressure
been replaced.
dating, you know? That's not something we would discuss off. He just wants to shoot it on out to you right now.
Oh, Teresa, I love you. I love you. All right, give her a topic. You want to give her a topic?
No, well, we could be a little more now. I don't know if we're going to be shoot. You want us to shoot you some topics?
Yeah, it's got to be like organic. And
Oh,
shit
okay.
Like that.
So dating is always a popular topic on this show. They actually, Gemma Gems over here was
Gianna
featured in a
Gems.
movie about internet dating gone wrong,
Oh,
and it is a
really?
mafia horror called The One. Give me some thoughts on that, maybe.
A mafia horror.
Yes.
Is it longer than The Irishman?
No.
Okay.
It probably took as long to make as The Irishman is to like just be on.
Make it
you
about
know?
dating.
So how's you dating?
Not really.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Megan, tell us about some recent DMs or maybe some recent Tinder matches.
Do you have other?
that
Yeah,
aren't
yeah.
in your
You
favor.
know what I would love to know? Do any of the other comics slide in your DMs? Like, did anyone ever do
That's
it
a
like
given.
during the show?
That's a given.
Yeah, Mike Nicole.
I did it today.
All right.
That's
today.
true. What's sliding into your DM? What is that?
Slide. Oh, Lord,
We
Jesus.
discussed this.
Megan, can I slide into your DM?
Whoa, whoa.
I know it is. It's a little joke.
That's a married man.
My wife is watching too. Oh boy, what was that? Okay, the doctor, the lawyer will call me tomorrow. Okay.
So does that
let
is that
her tell you.
a
Let her
current
tell you.
occurrence?
Yes. That has happened.
It's happened.
Yes.
Really? Okay. So
Without
do you wanna
naming
talk-
names,
Mike
Megan's
knows.
been propositioned for road gigs just because that comic wants to sleep with her.
Oh, they're trying to Louis C.K.
Yeah.
you or something? Oh, that's
Allegedly,
not bad.
allegedly,
I had
allegedly,
the
the
same
views
thing
of
happen
Charlie
to me.
Myers are not the views of GovsRadio.com,
I'm not even gonna go into that,
GothamGoldBraz.com,
but I don't
Govs.com,
think there's-
and
yeah.
Ints41.
I'm a big fan of
Ins41.com.
Louis C.K., but no, listen, opportunities come the way they
So
come.
tell us
so.
about that.
I always say if I
She
don't
said no.
if I don't feel comfortable, I always say no because I'm not the type of person who's gonna be like, oh, just take the opportunity. Like I'm not
hell
gonna.
no.
She's
I'm
not
gonna
a
do
whore.
that. Yeah, I'm not gonna get fucking molested.
Are
for
you a
that.
Louis
Wait, can I
C.K. Do
curse?
you like Louis C.K.'s
Absolutely.
comedy, Megan?
Yeah, I think he's funny.
Good. Good. We like that. Why are you answering for her? You like
He's
her?
her manager
You like her
now.
puppet?
Ask
Answer a question.
Manager.
You answer it.
He's
I'm
protecting
asking
his
'cause you don't know
client,
how to
Greg.
Yeah,
answer.
he's my lawyer.
He asked her the question.
I think I should just drink in the corner.
So,
I'm
Megan,
worthless.
when did
Everyone
you
know
get
that
in?
Jeff Bosey's not wearing any pants right now? Does everyone know that?
Hey, listen, let it breathe.
So, Megan, when did you get into comedy? How long have you been in?
About 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And where'd you start? Was your first open mic?
My first open mic was in the city.
It was in the city.
Yeah, because
Why'd you get involved in comedy?
I'd always wanted to do it.
Did anyone ever go, "You're so funny, you should do stand-up"?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it started.
And
May I
then
ask
I
how old
started-
are you? How old are you?
I'm 26.
Oh, you're not. Yeah. All right. You looked younger than that. Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry, you look 21.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like I wish you were
So weird.
14.
Oh, look at this! Mike Nicolia from nowhere, home run. Oh, oh.
Thank you for that.
I practiced my
Appreciate
craft
it.
unlike
That was
you.
a good one.
Here we go. And Bobby's sitting there going, "Here we go." That's number 2 home run. You better watch yourself.
I'm going in for the 30 right now.
Now, so you got involved, and where was your first gig? Here, what was your first gig?
My first gig, I took like a class in the city,
Wait, she's
and then
Where's that coming from?
What's that?
what is that?
What's that?
I don't know what that was.
Go ahead.
My first gig ever was probably about like
2.5 years ago.
No, I started. I count the consistent time. So like, I first started like probably like I was like 20, 21.
You got out of it?
Yeah, I
And now
kind of like
she's
got
25.
discouraged because I was like, I don't know, it's like really like
Sleazy?
yeah.
Everybody's
just-
trying to get in your pants.
Sleazy, really?
and just grueling.
Why don't you looking behind you? Look who's trying to get in your pants.
You guys ever see the Addams Family? You know Wednesday Addams? That's my sister. Okay.
I've only
So that makes you Pugsley? Is that what you're saying?
Pugsley.
You fucking set yourself up for that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Uncle Fester.
You call me Fester?
You look like Uncle Fester. A little
I look
bit.
like Uncle Fester. Fucking Gianna Gems doesn't know my name. Harry Freeman. Kevin.
Call him Uncle Fester.
This is the show where.
Wait, does that
He's creepy and he's kooky, mysterious and spooky, all from Rookie, the Adams family. The Graziadei, Limo Talk with Graz, diddle-it-it, sweet, diddle-it-it, they cheat.
So Megan, you went in for 2 years. How long did you started? How long did you go before
Fucking
you stopped?
Charles, he's like
Probably
fucking Charles Cronkite.
Probably about 6 months.
Somebody has to ask. Somebody has to ask our guest questions.
Charlie actually has structure.
and then
It's bad.
listen to the answers.
It's bad when
That's how
Charlie
this
is
whole
your
thing
saving
works.
grace.
Good job. Good job.
So, anywho, because I am listening. So
Oh,
you
shut up
start-
now. I got fucking
Graz is sharing
I got
the show
10 people in
on
here.
some fucking bukkake website
doing a
right
watch
now.
party.
You know, he's, that's not the subject I wanted to
You know what?
discuss.
In
by the way.
about 2 seconds, I'm going to kick all you mothers out of here,
I,
except for me and Bobby and Michael Freeman, because he hasn't said 3 words and hasn't gotten in trouble yet.
Hey, we got him a gig. Don't forget, he's got a gig out in the parking lot, okay? Don't you ever question fucking
shower.
Friedman's going to be interviewing guests walking out on a mic that's not even plugged in.
Oh, yeah, we wanted to put Friedman out in the front when people came out of the comedy show to see if the comedian was funny. Like, hey, I'm Mike Friedman. Was Kevin Downey Jr. funny tonight? No, not really. He sucked. Oh, okay.
Kevin Downey Jr. is always funny, just so you know.
Yeah, we know. He just
Kevin-
took it.
He's been doing it longer than I'm
Kevin
alive.
Downey Jr. just took a $25 cigar
right
out
out of Graz's ass.
And he didn't even know Graz's name when he did.
Still
He
fresh
took
with
a
the intern
$25
juice.
cigar out of my mouth, out of my puppet's mouth.
Oh, I the puppet's
So
mouth.
Venmo requests him. That's what I do.
I know, exactly. $1.09 for a
What
Diet
makes
Coke.
it different now than before when you stopped?
I think because
Open the door.
Yeah, it's a little hot.
Get some
well, I
air here.
stopped. I was doing it about 6 months,
Right.
and then I did a show, like a bringer show in the city, and I didn't like bomb, but I didn't do well, and I said like a bad word that you can't really say nowadays.
See?
Nowadays, that was
what
2
was
years
it?
ago.
Is it Trump?
It's either N or C.
It was no, this was 5 years. No, it was
Or T?
No, it was NC'er.
it was no, it was the R word.
Ooh.
And the comic.
Why am I so retarded? What?
I said retarded, and this guy.
Oh,
Retarded.
Yeah, I said
Why,
retarded all the
he
time.
told- he looks to his left. He looks to his right all the time. Calls me retarded.
But then
Retarded's okay.
I said retarded.
I thought that was
You
fun.
can only say
But
it
here's
if you are it.
he.
Go on.
That's Michael Friedman. He earned
So I
himself another
asked for
visit.
feedback from another comic who was videotaping it, and he said, "Listen, you can't say that anymore. That's so offensive. You lost the whole audience. You even offended me because I have several friends."
I'm retarded.
Yeah, he's like,
You offended me. I am retarded.
he's like, I have several friends that are special needs. I was like, so you just hang out with retards?
But it's
Okay.
comedy.
He was like,
It's comedy.
Why'd you tell him?
It's
Are you
comedy.
fucking retarded?
no, I was like, yeah. So I was like, oh, I guess this defeats
Would you
the
like
purpose.
to say his name on air? Would you like to say his name on air?
No, go on, Megan. We're listening.
Teresa, why do you want to get me in
He's
trouble,
not
Teresa?
even. No, he's not a Long Island.
He's not even
I don't
alive
know.
anymore.
I don't know if he even does comedy anymore.
Go on.
I kind of was like, oh well, that's the reason I got into it because I want to say whatever I want. I don't want to like have to censor myself because I was like,
No censorship.
so I kind of like was like,
So you were turned off by that.
Yeah,
And
I
then
was
how
turned
long
off.
how long was it before you decided to get back into it?
it was a while. I really wanted to get back into it, but I always kind of like put it off.
How did you
'cause
get back into it, and who and why?
I was living in Queens, and I actually took.
Barrow drop.
I'm
I
so
took
sorry.
Yeah.
Queen.
Queens.
Yeah, you know, I lived in
Queen
Brooklyn
Queens.
for a couple of weeks.
I'm in
Astoria.
Astoria.
I was in Astoria.
By Pistachio, whatever the name of that restaurant is.
Astoria.
So I have an apartment in Williamsburg. I'm sharing with 19 friends. It's a 2-bedroom. Yeah, go
I
on.
sleep on the floor.
So you were out for 6 months, and then they lured you back in.
No, I was out for years. I did it
Oh,
for 6
years.
months, and then I was out for.
We'll just wait. We have
Yeah, wait.
Years.
Wait. If it's Dennis Murphy, sorry,
Yeah,
Dennis.
okay.
We're
I
not
was out
answering
for
the phone. I love you,
years,
Dennis.
and then I wanted to get back into it again. Cause
Right. So how many of your original jokes that when you first started do you still do? How much has your material changed from when you started until now?
From like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I use
She doesn't use the word retarded
I don't
anymore.
use the word retarded anymore. Yeah.
That's changed.
She doesn't go on road shows with creepy guys with big noses.
Damn, we're burning bridges.
Oh, there goes our big nose audience. Sorry, Squid fans.
It looks like napalm.
We kicked out Dr.
We have
Harry Freeman.
we have a person in Tampa who calls him Squidward. He doesn't like it too much.
Squidward.
Squidward.
Because of my big disgusting
SpongeBob.
nose. Yeah.
So I also broke the show last week and just told him to shut the fuck up for about 5 minutes. He was getting upset.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
You know,
Aw.
I have a thick skin.
No, he
Most
doesn't.
everybody was
He's
like, yeah.
First of all,
Thick
there's
skin,
Motley
thick cock,
Crue and
it's all
Def
the same.
Leppard are doing a stadium tour, and I put the phone's ringing.
You don't want to answer it?
I don't want to answer this shit.
Bobby doesn't want to answer it.
We got too many.
Whoever's calling, fuck off.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, that's it. It's over.
That's
We're not
your-
talking to
that's
you.
the Limo
Show
Talk
is
answering
over.
service.
Show is
Wait, hold on.
over.
You ready?
Yeah. No,
This
no,
is-
no, no. We're not answering your call. No, 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 no. Go fuck yourself. No, 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 no. Busy, man. There you go.
There you go. It stopped. It stopped.
Thank you. You got the fucking hint. We don't want you. Fuck off.
Answer it. Just tell him
No.
that. Just tell him that. Tell him that.
No, don't answer. Don't answer. So
Limo talk.
Graziadei. No, we're busy.
We're busy.
We got
Who
a
is
guest.
this?
You fucking call now. You should have called an hour and a half ago. Fuck you. Come on.
I love you. How
Wait,
big
what?
is your cock?
So what
you're
we
on.
were talking about was how much of the material did from when you started do you still use now? How much has your act evolved?
What are you, retarded? Stop calling.
Well, when I first,
Oh,
I don't really use
shit.
anything from like 5 years ago, but I do use stuff from when I first started. But it's always like changing and stuff. I'm always like tweaking it.
And how
better.
often do you think you write a joke?
There's no real number on that.
Yeah, whenever I come up, whenever I think of it.
So you think you think
See,
you're
see,
averaging 1-2 jokes a week? Or you
It's
think
like
you're
he's with
averaging
Putin.
1-2 jokes.
Do you
a
keep
month?
stats
6
like
months?
baseball?
Probably
Well,
already.
let me tell you, it is.
Megan,
there is
in your
stats.
fantasy league, are you
Everything's a
writing the
baseball
most
Actually-
reference. I'm sorry.
Actually,
Or like
I'll
the
tell
football
you,
score.
And I'll be the
fuck
first
kind
to
of-
tell you, there is stats in comedy. There's laughs per minute. It's a real fucking
Yeah.
stat.
I
So
know.
Before, and it's
There's
exactly
analytical.
what it
there's-
is.
Rodia was talking today about analyticals.
We got sabermetrics on the phone.
Well, that's what he was.
On
he
Good
was.
Day New York.
Yeah, he was talking on Good Day New York that he has picks a certain time. He looked at the analytics for social media when people are on at a certain time.
I
called the
post
hashtag
every
algorithm.
meme at 8 o'clock
out
in the
the
morning.
algorithm.
I post every one of my memes 8 o'clock in the
What
morning.
kind of stuff
Here's
do
the
you
thing.
do, Meg?
I'm
What
sorry.
kind of like what kind
Well,
of
here's the thing. When going back to analytics real quick, I got a degree from marketing, and one of the things they found out with like if you-
Education drop.
I knew that was coming.
Listen, if you do stuff for Instagram, the best times to post it 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Like right before everybody's at work, when everybody's like fucking off trying to.
Standard time.
Yeah, Eastern Standard usually. Like again, like I'm saying, like the activity for it usually goes up. So I'm just saying, if you want to get more activity, post on Instagram 10 a.m. and 6
What
p.m.
about
for your post.
Facebook?
Facebook, I think they were saying.
9:35.
I'm sure
It's full of old people. So
It's
it doesn't
around
matter.
like the similar thing, but like
Between
with Twitter,
11 and
weird,
1,
like, you
Monday
need
through Friday.
about like maybe 5 tweets per day, like I think like usually 2 to 3 hours apart sometimes, but you got to keep that active audience.
You know when I post shit? When I feel like it.
Yeah.
Oh, you should.
And that's it. Otherwise, I'll
it
never do
depends
it.
on what
Boomer.
you're trying to.
He's not
Mr.
a boomer.
Pay attention to the analytics.
I don't want to.
I'm giving
He
you
wants-
gold here. You
He
can
wants to
make
make you the
millions off
fucking
this
Billy
stuff.
Bean of fucking Facebook over there.
Megan's standing around here. I want to keep talking to you. All right. So what's
Mike, we like you, but stop talking.
No, we love Mike Zimmerman and Michael Friedman too. No. Stay Zimmerman. Stay Zimmerman.
So how
Zimmerman,
many
stay.
shows? How many shows are you averaging now? You doing 1-2 shows a week? What are you? You're getting
probably
booked a
about
lot.
that.
I see. I know you won. Didn't you win a comedy competition somewhat recently? No, you should have. I would have thought you won the one. I should have thought
Bob,
you won the
didn't you
one
win
at
a
the
comedy
Arizona one.
contest a couple weeks ago?
no,
She's
I
like
lost.
bung out.
I got like third place.
You did?
Yeah.
Third?
Emily
Really?
Santosis won.
I lost.
No, that was a different one.
And Emily
That was
Santosis
different.
will be here in 2 weeks with Justin McDonald and Les Dugan.
Not for
And
nothing.
Next
All-
week is Richie Byrne.
All the
Byrne's
girl
coming in.
comedians are just kicking the shit out of all the male comedians nowadays. If you haven't noticed.
Really?
Oh my God! You
I
would
think it's more transgender. There's two transgender comedians seem to be doing very well.
Well, one of them doesn't like.
It's a
me,
double
not-
act.
not
It's
for
a
that
steal.
reason.
Yeah, one of them is not a big
Because I was
fan.
at Ziggy's.
Here we
and
go.
The
Uh-oh.
transgender,
Here we
not
go.
because they were transgender. That person spoke during my set, and I may or may not have totally bitched them out.
Yes. Yes.
No,
like,
not you.
Like you
Not
normally
you,
do.
Mike.
It
Not
had
you.
nothing to do with their. I have the
No,
recording. I
no.
have it. If I'm ever taken to court, I will show it.
Get a cord.
Court.
It had nothing to do with what.
No,
with
it had to do with them interrupting your set.
It's you were talking.
You
during,
don't talk while I'm up there.
He is the worst one to do that, Mike Nicolia, because he has that he gets that man angry voice, and then like it's just an awkward situation for 5 seconds until the next show comes
Right,
out.
it's like mom just hit dad kind of thing.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry,
dad just hit mom.
He even hates it when I laugh at his jokes.
I'm telling you, but there's a lot of like girls are taking over. They have. You would think now, like if guys said, "Oh, we're going to do an all guys show," fucking society would lose their mind. But there's so many all female shows.
But can I tell you something
going on? They're taking
look
over.
at the talent in this room. I'm being serious. Mike's a talent. She's a talent. Friedman's a talent. You're a talent. Zimmerman's a talent. Teresa's a talent. Bobby's a talent. You got Bozy. And then
Thank
you
you.
throw in Matt Alvaro.
This compliment.
Rich is the talent.
You're a board up. You're the board up.
This compliment is getting cheaper by the second, you know?
I'm not a listen.
You know, you've got talent. He's got talent. The whole world kind of
Shut
has
up.
talent.
Listen, I don't have talent as a comedian. And Richie Z doesn't have comedian talent. Give me my glasses. And Gianna Vanna Gems has no talent. So everybody else has talent.
She's a dedicated actress.
So Mike,
Jesus
Mike,
Christ.
I want you to do something. The next Limo Talk show, if we do one more, everybody that's in this room, including Bozy and then Matt Alvaro, that should be the people that should come on. Because they're always here all the time.
Yeah.
So, and I'll sell that one out, I promise. I'll sell 20 seats.
Greg DiFilippo says Charlie
Sell
Myers
it out,
is the
20
Martha
seats.
Stewart of interviewing.
He'll sell 20% of the room.
What's the
Good,
most
good job.
people you've
I was just going to ask.
What's the most people that you've sat in front of and
Performed in front
performed
of.
I
What's the
can't
biggest
talk anymore.
venue you've
Holy
performed
shit.
I don't know. Probably like the theaters, maybe the. I'm not sure how much they hold.
Which
the
theater was it?
Port
Which one?
Jeff.
Oh, I heard.
Okay.
Oh.
And Dalfy was just talking about that, saying that theater is fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know how many that holds.
Yeah,
but
I
it's
think
a
it holds
big
about
gig.
2,000.
What was your favorite? Your favorite set? What was the night that you like? I remember the best night I ever did. I was out on stage,
That's when
and
he
they
got
were in
laid.
here interviewing Artie Lang. So my best night still shoved it in my ass. But what was your best night?
Just tonight. How'd you do tonight at the brokerage?
This night. It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was it
But
a
your
good crowd?
favorite set when you killed? When you just like, oh my
favorite
God,
set.
I'm ripping it up.
I've had a few sets like that at Broadway Comedy Club.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Broadway's a-
Upstairs or down? Obviously downstairs.
downstairs,
with the
yeah.
brick wall.
Upstairs.
There is at Broadway.
Broadway?
Yeah, they have a red.
Broadway.
Yeah, they have the.
We never got to the
red-
dark side. I thought there was a dark side here.
The dark side of what?
Well, we were gonna. She gets like really deep and.
Well, she has some very interesting posts on social media. That I see.
Megan?
But,
oh yeah. Well, all right. So pick a topic. Like what, Charlie?
I mean, you know, there's been plenty of stuff that's raised a couple of eyebrows. I don't know exactly.
Like
I
one.
don't study her
So
social media.
you
like
seem
that.
pick one.
I think that'd be a little weird if I was like, remember the post on July 17th? That really raised my.
We
eyebrows.
don't need dates. Just a topic.
Raised eyebrows, like whose eyebrows?
Raised eyebrows, meaning it raised my eyebrows. Like,
It raised
holy
your
shit,
eyebrows?
That's a crazy topic.
I got raised somewhere else.
No, I mean, look, you know, I don't know about the dark side that everybody's talking about with you. I know that some of your jokes are when you talk about fucking neck holes and shit. I guess that's what they're referring to.
Neck holes.
That's a start.
Yeah, that's one of her.
It'd be
her
shit.
big thing.
Like
Somebody's got the
was
trach.
A trach or a passing?
was it a stoma, a trach?
A tracheotomy.
It's a tracheotomy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Bye
talk
bye to all
about
our tracheotomy viewers.
a dog.
Yeah, so when I go like this,
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
What's going on? Make a friend. How are you?
Yeah.
So is
You're a
that
fucking phenomenal comedian. Limo Talk.
No,
Graziadei.
Wait, is that really a thing?
A
Is that
dog
really a thing?
fucking your neck.
Yeah.
That's
Not my neck.
So
so
one
when
of her jokes.
But is that a
implies
thing? Is that really a?
That a
No.
dog has fucked
Oh.
a neck hole? I'm sure it's happened.
Yeah, I'm
but-
sure it's happened.
Yeah, but
A cocker spaniel.
it's a cocker spaniel.
I will
big was
never
the
look
cock?
at my dog the same
I'm
again.
not horny anymore.
why?
Not
What
that
happened?
big. It
You
has
don't
to
want the
fit
dog
in the
fucking your
neck hole.
tracheotomy victim?
Yeah.
Giovanna's Gems is done. She's had
The
enough.
dog fucking.
You done?
That's like Carlo Lucian saying he wants to fuck his grandmother.
So Megan, let me ask you, what is your dream? Where do you want this to take you? What do you like? If I could say to you right now, I could give you any opportunity you want to
If
do
you sleep with
comedy
him.
moving forward. No, I wouldn't say that. But if I said you have that opportunity, where would you want to be? What would you want to do?
I would like to write for TV. I think that'd
Write
be
for
cool.
TV.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're into? Have you written anything before? Have you gone to school for writing or anything?
I've taken
like
like a few classes, but nothing like super formal or anything.
And you'd like to write shows, or you'd like to write movies, or would it be a
Shows.
comedy? Would it be a horror
a
thing?
cocker spaniel fucking a trach.
Yeah, it'd be a porno. Yeah, I heard that.
So I heard, and I have a couple of friends who are writers. I heard the best way to get into it is you would write an episode of a current show
Yeah.
with their characters. If you were going to do that, what show would you choose to write an episode for?
I've
Limo
thought of
Talk.
Limo Talk, yeah. I've thought
Thank
about
you,
that,
Megan.
'cause,
Love
like,
you.
My favorite comedy show is The Office, but I feel like that would be really hard to write for because I feel like that's such a well-written show.
Right.
Thank you.
So
You guys.
I also always
Bye.
like maybe like South Park. I always
Rich.
like that show.
South Park.
Yeah, I think that's a
Okay.
really
You hear me?
well-written show too.
So that's the kind of comedy you'd write.
Yeah.
Have you been watching the new season? Because it's really good. Have you seen
I'm not
it?
really into the newer ones. I like the older ones, like probably around season 8.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You got to see some of these new ones. They're pretty damn good.
They're so different though. Like I feel like the writing changed so much.
Politically correct.
Yeah, it's all like about current events now.
Close that door right there, Zim. It's too loud out in the hallway. So very interesting. So what shows do you have coming up? Where are you going to be, and when are you going to be?
You're
there?
fucking dick cavity over
I
there.
have a show tomorrow in the city, the Climat Lounge.
The Climat Lounge in the city
Yeah.
tomorrow. What time is that?
Tell
7
Giovanna
o'clock?
she left her phone. Isn't this her phone?
I don't know.
don't
7
tell her.
o'clock.
Yeah,
We
I
can tell her off the air. Or
know.
like, go talk to her about
She'll
that in
find
the
out
hallway.
eventually.
Nobody cares. She's fine. Go tell her in the hallway, Teresa.
She left without her phone.
And I'm in
So tomorrow you're at the Climate Lounge. Go tell her off the air that her phone's off. Nobody cares
that's
on the air.
terrible. She left her phone.
what come?
So the Climate Lounge tomorrow, 7 o'clock.
And on Saturday I'm at Grafton's in Hopog.
Grafton's and Hopog.
Yeah.
Okay, what time is that?
That is at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. So tomorrow, if anybody wants to go see, any of our viewers want to go see Megan Friend, she is tomorrow at Climate Lounge, 7 o'clock, I believe.
Yes.
And then we said Saturday is in Hopog at, what's the name of it again?
Grafton's.
Grafton's. Guys, go check out Megan Friend. She's a hilarious new comic. If you're not too, pussy, I would definitely go check her out. She's got some really funny jokes.
Okay.
Graz is going to slide into your DMs because he
Jeff,
just realized
Jeff,
what that
save
is.
us,
so,
Jeff.
Perfect.
we'd love for you to stay and hang out, but we appreciate you
I
coming.
look forward
really
to it.
too.
Thank you for
Really.
having
Thank
me.
you.
Shut the
Thank you,
fuck
guys.
up.
No problem.
Megan, I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Thanks, Megan.
Bye.
Well, that was fun.
So we had some good guests on so
yeah,
far. We had
really,
Gemma
really
Gems.
solid amount of people on.
Gemma
Oh,
Gems.
God,
Close
please. Christ almighty. Limo Talk, it's Graziadei.
Who's this?
GubsRadio.com,
We got
Dr.
somebody?
GoldGraz.com, Gubs.com. Charlie Myers is here, Michael Friedman, Bobby Inzarello, Teresa Farrell, Bought Up Extraordinary Richie Zarelli, Jeff Posey,
Hey-o.
Michael Zimmelman,
What's up, ladies and
Giovanna
gentlemen?
Gems just left, Harry Friedman we had, and Megan Friend, and Mike Nicolia. Cue the crickets, Mike Nicolia.
We had all very, very funny comics.
Packed house.
I think it was a lot of fun.
I
Having
cried a
everybody
little bit
on.
in the back.
Did you?
Very much chaos.
Yes.
So, Bozy, tell us about this new picture that is taking over the internet with
Yes.
with your arms crossed.
The
It's obviously a
glorious-
professional shot.
Yes.
And
it
you're
is.
wearing a gray shirt that looks
Yes.
very crisp, right out
Very
of.
nice. It's sexy.
So, did you get professional shots done?
I actually went ahead and I had to get this done because I was like, I got tired of having that same photo up of me holding the mic and looking old and haggard.
Right.
So I said, like, let's just change this up a little bit. You know, the only thing that was actually saving me was the Halloween picture we took here.
Gotcha.
You know,
So
I
you
mean,
had that one.
I had the mask over my face and it was covering the ugly.
The other picture
So-
that you had of you with your fucking belly hanging out and your shirt about to pop.
Well, I was trying to go for the Graz look.
Wow.
Shots
just pick on me night tonight, huh?
So what did the people at Sears say when you showed up with your fucking gray T-shirt on?
They were sitting there like, did you shop at AmVets? And I was like, well, to tell you the truth, yes, I did.
Gotcha.
So,
So you had how many photos did they choose? Like how many did they take of you?
I think they took about 6 or 7. That was about it.
Oh,
and then I had to
6
go
or
ahead
7?
and 6 or 7
I'd
photos.
hate to see the ones they didn't choose. Jesus.
Well, I mean,
It's going to be like a collage exhibit at like one of the Nassau art museums or something like that 10 years down the road
The
after Pussy
bows.
Blues.
Yeah, the bows.
That's it. I actually
It'll sell for $2 million at auction price.
And how many likes do you have on that professionally done photo?
I got hearts. I got likes. People love the new bows look.
I'm telling
they
you,
love it.
You're really taking
The
over
bows
the internet.
I'm loving that new pic you put on your.
I know.
profile.
You told me about that time that you actually spent about 5 minutes in the bathroom.
Stud, just stud muffin. Stud
Thank you.
muffin,
You.
okay?
Now I'm all.
2 words. Stud
My nipples
muffin.
are hard while you say that.
So am mine.
That's good to know.
Are your nipples hard, Charlie?
They are not, actually.
Okay.
I
But you know what is hard? That score that's going on right now.
How
about them Cowboys? We could just
Steve
forget
Summers have a score update?
I have a partial score.
All right,
that I
Steve,
can
could you
relay
let
to
us know,
right
please?
now.
Go ahead.
Are you talking still?
No.
All right. This partial score is now 31.
Oh,
wow.
It hasn't
31.
moved. It hasn't moved, huh?
I don't want to know. Can we change the topic? Because I'm going to be home tonight, snuggled in bed, flipping.
There's
through
also another
play-by-play.
partial part of the score.
No.
And
There's
Wait,
only
we need
2
an update.
parts. You gave me one.
Wait.
You can't
Rich,
give me the other
Rich, we need
parts.
update music, like FAN update music. WFAN. Breaking
Whatever
news.
happened to that horrible chopper drop we had? That thing
we had
that was so loud.
That's Al Celeste.
Oh,
and
yeah. What
Gilbert
happened to
Gottfried.
him?
That's the world's.
I think.
Go ahead.
I think the other team in the game tonight
Whoa, come on.
scored earlier in the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe in the first quarter.
Oh, and maybe not since?
Maybe not. That remains to be seen.
Cowboy fans going to be happy
All
tomorrow.
right, come, let's change the topic. So, anyways,
Rich the bitch trying to play hero tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
we had some great comics come on tonight. Who's your favorite, Graz? Who did you like? Who did you have the most fun
First
with?
of all, Dennis Murphy's wishing everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
No one really. Who did?
Dennis
Dennis,
Murphy.
yeah, thanks for not calling, Dennis. Hey, 11 times.
Greg D. Filippo says, I'm having an open couch casting.
Gregala, are you coming in December?
Natalie Myers wanted to hear a joke.
Hey,
from,
did Murphy? Did he get married yet?
Yes.
At
yes.
IHOP.
Yes, he got married
Yes, he
to a
did.
gentleman named Dorian, and
reception really at IHOP?
they had the reception here at Gov's Radio, and it was a hit.
That is wonderful.
So Merry Christmas to
I
everybody.
made a mistake. I forgot. I had my invitation to the IHOP reception, and I accidentally went to Dunkin' Donuts. So I got my wires crossed. I sat there for 4 hours drinking coffee.
Drank some coffee.
It was the pumpkin spice hour. It was the pumpkin spice hour I enjoyed. Delicious.
Greg D. Filippo wants to know, is Charlie Myers the new Martha Stewart of interviewing?
No, Dick Cavett. He's Dick Cavett.
Greg D. Filippo wants to know, I got a crazy topic. Did Charlie get over his phobia of marriage? Did he buy a ring for his girlfriend for Christmas?
Good question.
Whoa.
So has
Has
anybody seen Harry Friedman's business card that he left?
No, the topic now is, have you bought a ring?
Yes, we're talking about you now, Charlie.
Yeah,
So at this time, I advise my client not to answer any questions.
Greg,
Thank
let me
you,
know when you're
Michael.
coming up to New York.
Listen, if I'm not even watching the game ahead of time, do you think I'd spoil Impossible Engagement on this very show tonight?
I told
you
you,
know
don't
she's
get
watching.
married, don't
I
get
don't want to ruin
married.
the surprise.
If you get married, you'll never get laid again. Don't do
Bozy
it.
is-
Well, if you're a Cowboy fan, you might want to pull that out. More?
Score updates.
So hold on. Breaking WFAN news. Steve Summers. Do you have a score, Steve Summers?
Mike, look at this.
On my teleprompter, I haven't gotten any updates. I really don't know.
But
What
it's
do-
on its way. But Board Up Extraordinaire is watching the game live right now.
That is
and
amazing.
clapping.
Is that Troy Aikman? That's Troy Aikman.
Oh my God! Teresa's
What?
got to shout
Sorry,
out every
Bobby,
guy
like
she
Bobby,
fucked in
what else is
1982.
new?
Bobby, you got to
Troy's
put the
hot.
headphones on, Bobby.
Hello, Troy.
That is classic.
We can all listen to Joe Buck's terrible commentary.
By the way, Teresa was
So
just looking at a
monotone.
picture of Jay-Z. The color is off in the monitor. And the,
Charlie,
Joe Buck sucks.
Charlie,
don't
that
even
has
get
to
me
go down as the best question we've ever had. Is that Troy Aikman? I had him on my show with Ray Negron and Richard Pryor Jr.
Was he on Bat Boy?
No, not yet.
Was he on Bat Boy?
Oh my God!
So I just want to talk about Harry left. For those of you who don't know, Harry
the
was
partial score is 14.
Oh my God!
But these, I gotta
Harry-
say though, these Harry Friedman cards that Charlie's talking about.
So yeah, he left his
are
business
absolutely
card.
wonderful.
Halftime.
He left a pile. He left a pile of business cards. I just want to read you guys Harry Friedman's business card. Graz, I think you should check this one out too.
Well, hold on. I think Dennis Murphy's still on the phone, just so you know. He says he hears us on the phone. Is he still on hold?
Is he on hold?
Brand,
be on
what
hold
up?
if he hears us.
What up? Is Dennis Murphy still on the phone?
Dennis, are you there?
Dennis the Menace.
Dennis, are you
No,
still there?
that's he's gone. Were they? I had to ask you. Were they playing the Bears tonight, Charlie?
The Bears.
Bears.
Oh, hold on. I think we got another score
I got a
update.
fifth heart attack right now off of this Polish sausage.
Very
Sausage.
interesting game.
So, Friedman's business card. Can we read this aloud? Because this is excellent.
Absolutely.
Wait, we have a
Can I read the
WFAN breaking
We have an
news
update.
update.
We have an update.
Come on, you already ruined the
Dun,
game for
dun,
me.
dun, dun.
Steve Summers, you there? Steve Summers?
Summers.
Okay.
The game already fucking got ruined.
Oh.
I already know. You gave me one score earlier and the other score now. Do you think I thought the team with 31 lost points
Hello,
and got
Limo
back
Talk.
to 14?
Limo Talk. It's Graziadei. You know the score of the Dallas
Why isn't it
Chicago
working?
game?
Not working.
And the phone lines are down again.
Unbelievable.
Hello?
Even better. Gotta love it.
Hello?
Friedman, I love hearing
How
that
come we're not
voice.
talking about? We're talking about nothing, and I want to talk about this business card.
Well,
Talk about it
talk
because
about
we're
it.
not talking about anything else.
Talk about it.
I-
You
now
gotta
that's-
bring it up then. You
I
gotta take the
fucking
initiative.
brought it up 17 times.
Let's talk about. Let's talk about.
Don't let anybody
Hold on.
interrupt
Let's
you.
talk about Harry Friedman because we heard about him for about a half hour when he was in here.
Harry got mad.
He did. Aw.
Why?
When he was talking?
Well, yeah, we were both on his jokes.
Bobby's leaving. That means no picture with him again this week.
Oh, there's going to be pictures?
Oh, I want to take
There's
pictures.
gonna be pictures.
Are
What do
we
you
all
want
like
to know
busting
about
out?
Harry Friedman's card?
So with
Bosie?
Harry Friedman's card,
So Harry
one of
Friedman's
the
card. Look,
two
can we just read
glorious
this
reviews.
aloud, please?
Absolutely.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Hello?
Harry Friedman.
Shut up, Teresa. Go.
Whatever. Who cares?
Yes.
The nation's misleading expert, lying for laughs for nearly 30 years. www.harryfriedman.com.
That's an old card.
Corporate comedy put on, stand-up comedy and MC, toasts and roasts. Now, in quotations he has, I frequently use Harry as my opening act, where he's quoting Ray Romano. Then just in case you thought he might have been lying,
Deborah.
he has a picture of him and Ray Romano on the business card with it and says, we hacked him. Some of his jokes were very funny. We look forward to torturing him, Vladimir Putin. So this was the ultimate name drop on a business card where you actually put a picture with you and the guy that you know that's famous. Like, that's amazing.
How do you feel about that, Michael? give us, please. Interject here. How do you feel about that, Michael?
As a fellow Friedman.
I think it's great.
Wait, why does Mike Friedman get the special treatment?
Because he needs to say something.
I need to say something.
There's a lot of Michaels in here.
Whenever I say nobody listens anyway.
Now you know how I feel. I've been trying to be here for hours.
So, do you ever get confused because you're Michael Friedman and he's Harry Friedman? Do you guys
My
ever-
father.
Your father was Harry.
No.
Oh, you're
No.
saying
Son of a
he's
Friedman.
your father?
No.
He's okay. That was the joke. But do you ever get confused for them? Did you
No.
ever get put? No.
Do I look
that's
like
not-
him?
Hey, in a couple of years, if you're lucky. If you
I
live
got
that
less
long.
hair than him, remarkably.
I don't know. Yeah, you do. You have a lot less hair. Whatever happened with the movie that you were the extra in? Did that ever come?
Well,
Because
how much did you make on that, the order?
I didn't make anything on the order. I
made a lot
lost
of
about
lost
5
sleep.
hours of my life. That's about what I made on that.
It was only sleep time.
But did that ever come out? Have you ever
I
heard
don't know.
anything about it?
I don't know.
Everybody's an extra in a movie now, huh?
What the fuck? I'm the only one who hasn't got an extra one.
Me neither. So Bobby's leaving.
We're all leaving.
Bobby's waiting for the bus. Graz is sweat through his last shirt. I guess we're wrapping this up for
Well,
tonight.
Greg
He
D.
put a
Filippo goes.
plastic bag
Greg D.
under his
Filippo goes.
shirt, I
Oh no!
think."
There goes the show. Looks like the talent is leaving since Bobby got up.
I know. I cried a little bit when Bobby got up because it's like, like me bending over and trying to pick up a Harry Freeman card.
Bonnie Scalisi's watching. Dennis Murphy's watching. Greg DiFilippo's watching. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Come on, let's go, Richie. I'm done.
We're done for the night?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
done.
it's over. It's late.
All right.
Mike Zimmerman, where are you going to be,
Hot shot.
Mike? Go.
January 3rd, I'm going to be at Shining Studios in my hometown, Port Washington, New York, for my big birthday show. Thanks to Mr. Mike Nicolia for setting it up.
Your birthday show is when?
January 3rd.
Oh, Charlie Myers getting booked on that one.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Absolutely. Me and Charlie Myers, every time we're on stage, we always crush it.
We're booking. So that's going to be a good show. Where else?
Where else?
That's it for right now. I'm trying
Aren't
to
you at
get more-
Dangerfield, or that already passed?
It was supposed to be this Saturday, but it's looking like the show's going to probably be canceled.
Why?
Not enough ringers.
Not the ringers, man. They're killing me. And then also, I was supposed to be on TV for North Shore Television on Sunday, but we had to cancel that too.
Yeah, I was supposed to be on that.
What happened with that? How'd that
Why
get
don't you
canceled?
do
fucking
the 14th?
station
There weren't
didn't,
enough, not enough promotions.
I got to. Oh, yeah, I could do the 14th. Wait, I'll get you. Yeah, Bob the Bono.
All right, you're done. Jeff Bosey, where are you going to be, Jeff Bosey?
All right, you can catch me next week. I'll be over at the Brokerage on Tuesday for the alumni show for Stand Up University.
Alumni.
And then also you can also catch me on Wednesday over at Revolution. That is held by Adam X. Parsons. And also possibly the Parsons Project. But
Saturday night on
nevertheless,
Put Up,
you can
Stand
catch
Up.
me then.
And Saturday night, Put Up, Stand Up, Shut Up, right?
Yes, and that is this Saturday. Put up, stand up, shut up, sit down, and see what happens.
All right, Michael Friedman, I haven't heard your voice all night. Where are you going to be?
Really? December 7th, I'll be at Bayswater Jewish Center. And
and where else?
Mazel tov.
Doing the Torah.
And,
December 13th, the Little Room right here in Governor's.
Charlie Myers.
I'll be right here next week for my birthday show, December 12th. Limo Talk, Charlie Myers' birthday celebration. It's going to be a good time. Tune in.
Oh,
We'll
really?
all be
Happy
here.
birthday.
Yep, you say that next
I look
week.
forward to it.
It's
Bobby,
gonna be a good time.
Bobby, what are you doing? December 12th, right, Bob? Bobby?
What?
Where are you going to be?
Where are you going to be? Where's
Bob?
your next show at, Bobby?
Aren't you going to be in
Let the people
Dangerfield?
know.
No, I was gonna do Dangerfields on the 14th, and now he's gonna take that spot.
He's gonna
No,
take your
Bobby,
spot?
I can't take your spot from you. I'm not taking your
I
spot.
can't do it.
Why can't you do it?
I'm doing drugs that day. I
Oh,
can't.
perfect. We'll
Teresa.
do crystal meth under the overpass.
Teresa, where are you going to be, Teresa?
I think I'm doing Kristen Tinsley's birthday show on Friday the 13th.
Yeah?
In the little room.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Board Up Extraordinaire, Richie Zarelli, where are you going to be?
I'm going to be at Farmingdale. Come find me.
Michael Nicolia, Cue the Crickets. Michael Nicolia, where are you going to be, Michael Nicolia? You don't care?
Hosting for DC Benny tomorrow at the Brokerage Comedy Club, 7:30, 10:30 p.m. Hosting the Brokerage Open Mic. Come follow your dreams.
All right. Michael Nicolia hosting at the Brokerage. For Megan Friedman, for Megan Friend, for Harry Friedman, for Mad Dog Russo, Dennis Murphy. Put it up. Let me hear her.
Na na na.
Graziadei.
Na na na.
Michael Freeman's gay.
Thank you.
Graziadei.
Na na na.
Michael Zimmerman, Princess and Teresa Farrell's pooper. Good night. God bless. For everybody on Facebook, thank you, Greg, for everything that you do. I appreciate it. For everybody on Facebook, Bonnie and everybody, we love you. For Bosey, for Friedman, for Myers, for Zimmelman, Teresa Farrell, Giovanna Gems, Megan Friend, Harry Friedman, Michael Nicolia, Bought Up Extraordinaire, Richard Zarelli. Good night. God bless. We'll see you next week. We got one show on the 12th.
Good show.
Thank you. One show on the 19th, I think it is, and then we're off for Christmas. Aunt Virginia, give me a call. Uncle John, I love you. GubsRadio.com, GothamGoldGraz.com, Gubs.com. Peace, everybody. See you next week.